I would say that, our defense hasn't playing lights out, the last against Webster, and then, played fairly well against a solid Millbank team. And throughout the season, they've played very well. So I would say that, defense is probably our strongest point. Offense, we're starting to get some things clicking. Got some things clicking last week. We had got our passing game going a little bit against Millbank. So, we were able to build off that against Webster, and, hopefully that shows this week.
How was your week of practice?
We've had a great week of practice so far. Guys have been locked in. They know that we're kind of getting down to crunch time here, where 4-4 might not be good enough to get in. So we know we're at do or die time, and our kids are practicing like that.
Well, Coach, tonight it's a rivalry renewed as you face off against Aberdeen Roncalli. What are those sharp automotive keys to the ball game to make sure you come away with the victory?
They're a solid football team. They got the right mixture of size and speed. Their offense is kind of tricky, and it is going to be a little bit tough to stop. They run a lot of misdirection. They like to pull some guys. So, that will be the key, I think, for the whole game is for us to be able to shut that offense down and then turn around and then play against those same athletes, playing defense for them. So I think our biggest task is shutting their offense down. Once we can do that, then we can see what we can do offensively.
Keys to the ball game tonight were brought to you by Sharp Automotive, and this chat with Clark Willow Lake Cyclone coach Michael Gary was brought to you by Custom Fabricators. We continue on in the pregame show here on KS93. Mitch Reed is back in the door next as he has the play-by-play coverage of Aberdeen Roncalli at Clark Willow Lake. That comes up your way next. This is the New Country KS93 Game of the Week with live streaming video at gowatertown.net/area sports.
Clark Community Oil wants to help you this harvest season with premium Cenex fuels and lubricants delivered to your farm. Give them a call at 532-3691. Your friends at Community Oil in Clark want to be your go-to stop all year long. Be sure to talk to them about soil testing and fall fertilizer when the crops come off the field. Most importantly, be safe and have a great harvest season. Clark Community Oil and Big C Travel Plaza, both located on East 212 Clark.
Good evening and welcome back to the pregame show. Mitch Reed on the call, Nick Bentine back in master control. There were the coaches' comments brought to you by Custom Fabricators as well as the Sharp Automotive keys to the game. While we're on the field here this evening, they are doing their starting lineups, so we will as well. Starting lineups are brought to you by the Waverly South Shore School District. First, for the traveling team on the scoreboard, the 5-1 Aberdeen Roncalli Cavaliers. Their defensive unit first. On the defensive line, they have Caden Clark, Brendan Livermont. At nose tackle, Anthony Brunmeier. They're going to play 3 down line. Oh, they've got another end as well, Maddox May. So 4 down linemen. They've got 2 linebackers, Matthew Martinez as well as Josh Schoeneman. In the defensive backfield this evening for the Cavaliers, Philip Zenz, Jackson Isaacson. We're going to hear his name a lot on the offensive side of things. Abe Kretschmann, again, another good running back, skill player for this team. And 2 cornerbacks this evening, Ben Roll and Matthew Martinez. On the offensive side of things this evening, Brendan Livermont will be down on the line. Drake Anderson, Joey Johnson, Hunter Pearson, and Brendan Stepp. Those are their 5 down linemen. 2 tight ends, Austin Myers, the junior, as well as Matthew Martinez. So they're going to run 5 down linemen and 2 tight ends. They're going to pack it up, run some tailbacks and some wing backs, some wing T action this evening for the 5-1 Cavaliers. Running backs this evening, Maddox May and Abe Kretschmann. At a wing back, Ben Roll. And at quarterback this evening for the Cavaliers, Jackson Isaacson. The Cavaliers are coached by Billy Young, assisted by Dan Gallagher, Bryce Fisher, and Landon Hayline. For the 3-3 Clark Willow Lake Cyclones, on the defensive side of the ball, D-line is Avery Nichols, a 6'3", 265-pound senior. At another defensive lineman, 6'3", 220, the senior Zach Winter. At another defensive lineman, 6'2", 180, the junior Cole Hyman. At linebacker this evening, number 5'8", 150, the junior, number 12, Turner Felon. At another linebacker this evening, 6', 170, the senior, Tate Burke. At another linebacker, 6'1", 190, the senior, Lucas Canigator. And in the defensive backfield, Griffin Musser, the freshman, 5'10", 150. At another defensive back, 5'10", 155, the junior, Trey Huber. He'll play quarterback as well. He does a lot for this Cyclones offense and defense. And at safety, 6'3", 175, the junior, Mitchell Larson. On the offensive side of things, the down lineman will be Lucas Canigator. Hunter Lee, 5'7", 220, senior. Avery Nichols, Zach Winter, and the 5'10", 195 senior, Casey Mahalski. Those are going to be the down linemen. The tight end, 6'2", 180, the junior, Cole Hyman. At wide receivers this evening, Tyson Huber and Mitchell Larson. At running back, Cole Brennan. And at quarterback tonight, the junior, 5'10", 155, Trey Huber. The Cyclones are coached by Michael Gary, assisted by Dan Whalen and Dave Severson. So both teams are going to take their sideline here. We're going to get ready for the national anthem. So we'll take a 2-minute timeout and be back on KS93.
212 Truck and Trailer Repair in Clark is available for DOT inspections.
Hey, Mitch, you got a copy?
Yep. Yeah, you hear me?
I hear you, but you want to turn your Skype up a little bit?
The audio level on the video is too low.
Okay, I've got it. I turned it all the way up.
Thank you.
We've invested in the community regions we serve. We're proud to be in dozens of hometowns across the Dakotas. Our brand of service has been around since 1888. Today, Dakota Bank is over $1 billion strong. To experience the Dakota Bank brand, stop in or visit dakotabank.com. As an equal housing lender member FDIC, we offer personal free checking to corporate lending. Dakota Bank, here for you.
Darren Mertens here to let you know Ford has a vehicle for whatever you throw at it. The Ford lineup of pickups, from the Ranger to the tough F-Series, tackle work and fun. Not ready to sit at the sidelines are the Ford SUVs and crossovers, including the new Bronco, the Edge, the Escape, and the Expedition. Then there's the high-performing Mustang. Even the best vehicles need quality service department, and Ryan and his staff offer just that. Millbank Ford, West Highway 12 in Millbank, and millbankford.com.
This is Julie Nealon with Glass Products. We are proud members of the Watertown Area Home Builders Association and the Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce. Tony and his crew at Glass Products can help with all your glass needs, commercial, residential, and auto. But we also do screen repair, enclosed porches, and so much more. Visit Glass Products at the intersection of Arrow Avenue and Highway 81 or call 605-882-2344.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on KS93's Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us this evening. Mitch Reed on the call. Nick Bentine back in master control. We are in beautiful Clark, South Dakota. A nice scenery here up in the press box. Brand new field here a couple years ago, but nonetheless a nice field. Clark Willow Lake, their first year in a lot of years in 11-man, and they've made a pretty good transition coming into this matchup at 3-3. But they got quite the opponent this evening. Aberdeen Roncalli, 5-1. They've made a handful of trips to the Dakota Dome throughout their tenure. So a very good program taking on a relatively new 11-man program. As both teams are walking to midfield, Clark Willow Lake in their green home uniforms, gray bottoms, gray helmets, and the white numbers. Aberdeen Roncalli in their away whites, white tops, white bottoms, green numbers with the yellow helmets. Again, a special thank you to our sponsors. Without you folks, we couldn't bring you high school athletics throughout the years. CK Seeds, your local Pioneer dealer. O'Neill's Drywall, Clark Community Oil, 212 Truck and Trailer Repair, Dakota Bank, Millbank Ford, Glass Products Incorporated, Custom Fabricators, Sharp Automotive, Waverly South Shore School District, South Dakota Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Westside Implement, Olson Seed and Bradley, Watertown Healthy Youth, and Taco John's. As they're doing the coin flip here, Clark Willow Lake won the toss. So they're going to do a little talking here, and we will get you what we got going. Here we go. We're going to hear from the ref. Clark Willow Lake has deferred. So you got to assume Aberdeen Roncalli will start out with this one. And as both coaches kind of said, Aberdeen Roncalli coming in with a lot of momentum here. Clark Willow Lake going with the deferring. This is a huge defensive possession to start things out. So Clark Willow Lake will kick off here. Again, thanks for joining us this evening. It's about 74 degrees here in Clark. Not much wind. The second to last week in South Dakota high school football. They got one more week next week, and they will be starting the playoffs across the state of South Dakota. It's good time now. Anytime you can get good weather, and we've had great weather for football all season long. So Clark Willow Lake will be kicking right to left on your radio dial. Aberdeen Roncalli to the left will come out. Set to kick this one off for Clark Willow Lake is number 54, Avery Nichols. He's a two-way player, offense and defensive line, 6'3", 265. Back deep to return here for Aberdeen Roncalli is Andrew Brennan, Abe Kretschman, and I believe number 2, Ben Roll. So those three guys, 2 running backs and a wing back. So all 3 of their skilled players are going to be back deep to return this one. And thanks for joining us this evening. Should be a fun one. First 11-man game we've done on 92.9. First one I've ever done. So there's going to be a lot of linemen out there for me tonight, I have a feeling. But again, an old rivalry when these two used to play back in the old NEC. When Clark Willow Lake went to 9-man, obviously they didn't play. So it's nice to kind of see. So kind of faking there, 2 fakes, and they're going to kick it away, end over end. That ball will be caught at the 22-yard line, and nothing doing. A stream of Cyclones. Tate Burke and Casey Mahalski on the stop. So Aberdeen Roncalli will start 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. They break the huddle again in their away whites. They're all white with just yellow tops. Jackson Isaacson, number 15, the junior quarterback, in the shotgun. He's got a man in motion. They want to hand it underneath. That is to Andrew Brennan. He stood up at the line of scrimmage, keeps turning his feet for a gain of about 2, bringing up 2nd and 8. I don't have my color guy here this evening, so I'm running the camera. I'm doing it all, so bear with me. Again, we're live on gowatertown.net/area sports, as well as 92.9 on the airwaves, TuneIn radio app. So the 3 tailback shift. Isaacson in the shotgun. They're going to hand it off right underneath. Good patience, but he's smoked in the backfield. That's Abe Kretschman on the carry. Tackle by number 26, Tate Burke. Hits him for a loss of 1. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 here. And a good start to this ball game for Clark Willow Lake. A 3 and out here would be huge for their momentum. Isaacson under center here. He's got 2 tailbacks with a wing flex man. They're going to pitch it to the outside, a little reverse, give it back to the quarterback. Pass is complete. We'll see. Oh, they said he caught it. They said he caught it here. So they ran a handoff underneath, pitched it back to their quarterback. And threw it for an out for a gain of about 18 yards and a first down. But there's a little confusion. Clark Willow Lake on the sideline said that hit the turf. I didn't get a good look at it, but the refs are talking. The chains have already moved, and they're not going to give it to him. They said it hit the ground, so they got to move these chains back as Clark Willow Lake's chains started moving forward. So that ball did hit the ground. So Clark Willow Lake is going to end up holding him to about a 4th and 8, so a very good defensive possession here for the Cyclones. So Isaacson sent to punt this one away. Number 9, Mitchell Larson, back deep to return. Again, thanks for joining us here in Clark. 0-0. Low snap there to Isaacson. He comes up with him. End over end punt. Is going to bounce at the 39-yard line. Mitchell's going to get it all the way back to the 25. Great coverage there by the Roncalli special teams unit. Number 10, Austin Myers with the tackle. And the Cyclones will get their first offensive possession of the ball game. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Again, join us here on 92.9. We've got this one live, as well as on GoWatertown.net. We are streaming live. So Clark Willow Lake will break the huddle. Quarterback Trey Huber in the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs to his backside and twins to the near side. They're going to run a little option, try to get to the outside. Good coverage there. As he pitches it, he gains about 8 yards. Number 21 on that carry, Cole Brennan. So it seemed like it was very well stretched out by this Roncalli defense. Huber makes some commit, makes a nice left-handed pitch, and Brennan runs for 9 yards, 2nd and 1 from their own 39-yard line. Huber's an athletic kid. They're going to try to get the ball into his hands, see what they can do, and a good first down play there for the Cyclones. Twins to the far side. He's got 2 running backs to his backside. Huber in the pistol. They're going to run the same thing, only the other way. And they're going to pitch it out to Cole Brennan. He's going to sprint to the outside, a 5-yard gain, and a first down for Clark Willow Lake, the first down of this ball game. So 10-13 remaining in this first quarter. Brought to you by Westside Implement. 0-0 our score. And Clark Willow Lake picks up the first down of the ball game. As they break the huddle here. Again, basically the same play, option left. They switched around, went option right. They've gained 13 yards so far. Brennan, empty backfield. He's got 3 running backs, or excuse me, 3 wide receivers. One of the wide receivers comes in motion. That is number 9, Mitchell Larson. Gains about 6 yards on that first down carry, 2nd and 4. Getting a lot of football on the airwaves. A lot of football with the second to last week here in the state of South Dakota for football. A lot of teams got bye weeks on the last week, but there's going to be plenty of football being played next week as teams trying to fight for playoff position. Brennan at the running back here. Huber, they get it back out to Brennan. He wants to get across the 50. He's across midfield and gains 3 yards, 3rd and 1. So as Huber sprints out, makes another good pitch there to Brennan. He dives forward for a gain of 3, 3rd and 1. So Aberdeen Roncalli comes out in a 4-3. So that's 7 in the box, they say, and 4 in the defensive secondary. as Clark Willow Lake comes out in the empty backfield. He's got a wingman running back. And he's going to the 30, across the 30 to the 25, and he's tackled. It was a slow developing play as number 21, Cole Brennan, motions from the near side wide receiver spot, hands it off. It was supposed to be a jet sweep. Instead, he cuts it up and sprints for a gain of about 18 yards and another Cyclone first down. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line of Aberdeen Roncalli. A lot of improvisation going on there, as again, it was supposed to be a jet sweep, and he turned it up. 2 running backs in the backfield. They're going to fake it to one. They want to run an option to the outside, and he's not looking to pitch that one. That's Huber. And yep, a flag comes out as one of the Ben Roll grabs him from the horse collar, and that'll be a personal foul half a distance to the goal. And you can see there Huber sprints out, much like the option, but he tucked that thing away right away. He had no intentions of pitching it, and holy smokes is he fast. Really the first time we saw him put his head down and run, and the junior quarterback is pretty quick. So we'll see where this one ends up after the 15-yard or half a distance to the goal personal foul. So Clark Willow Lake will have it 1st and goal from the Cavalier 9-yard line. 8:19 remaining in this first quarter. And we'll see, they haven't put it in the air yet. But this gets a lot tougher here in this red zone. They stack the box a little bit, might try to make Huber throw this. Huber in the pistol. He's got 2 running backs to his backside. Twins to the far side. Here comes Huber in the option to the far side. He's going to fake pitch it, and he wants to run up, see what he can get. And he ends up gaining about 6, bringing up 2nd and goal. And that's what Aberdeen Roncalli is going to have to make adjustments after this first possession, is they're letting Huber get to the outside. It looks like they're stringing it out well, but Huber, very athletic, is finding seams in that defense, and he's really exposed them well. And Cole Brennan's done a really nice job on this first drive of putting his head down and getting some hard-earned yards. Huber in the pistol. He's got 2 running backs to his backside, twins to the near side. He wants to pitch it out. And see, there's Huber trying to find a hole, and he finds it. Touchdown, Trey Huber. Your score 6-0 as Huber runs the option to the near side. The defensive end from Aberdeen Roncalli does a great job of turning him in. Linebackers don't fill. Trey Huber from 3 yards out scores, and that's the first score of the ball game. With 7:34 remaining, 6-0, PAT pending. And that's Tyson Huber, the sophomore, set to kick this extra point. Good snap. Kind of a late hold, but it ends up going low. Trey Huber, the quarterback, got the snap. It took him a while to put it down. And it was kind of a line drive kick, goes just under the crossbar. And that kick is no good. So 6-0 our score with 7:34 remaining. We'll take 30 seconds and be back on KS 93.
Custom Fabricators Incorporated in Watertown promises to continue to keep their tradition of quality parts and great customer service, which you've come to depend on for over 30 years. They are continuing expanding to better serve their customers. Custom Fabricators is actively involved in community events, promoting and supporting Watertown and the surrounding areas. Custom Fabricators Incorporated of Watertown, the leader for all of your fabrication solutions.
Welcome back to the call on KS93's Game of the Week. Clark Willow Lake takes the early 6-0 lead after a 3-yard touchdown plunge by Trey Huber. PAT no good. What about a 11 play drive going about 70 yards, and Trey Huber, the quarterback, gets in from 3 yards out to put his exclamation point on Clark Willow Lake's first drive of this ball game. So that's Lucas. Yeah, Lucas Cantwell. So Clark Willow Lake does something a little interesting here, where they will do 2 onside kick fakes, and then they set to kick it away, and they kick it short to the 25-yard line. That's roll. set to kick that one away, and he's gobbled up. So after picking that one up at about the 23-yard line, he only gained 6. And Aberdeen Roncalli will start 1st and 10. Very interesting formation, their kickoff. They've got 2 onside fakes. And then 54, that's Avery Nichols, comes up from his actual kicking spot and goes end over end. So Isaacson breaks the huddle in the pistol. And he's got 2 wingbacks to the right side and a running back to his left. They're going to give it to 3. That's Maddox May. And a lot of penetration in the backfield. Loss of 4 yards on that carry. Again, that was Maddox May, his first carry of the night. He's stuffed in the backfield. 2nd and 13. You're going to join us on gowatertown.net/area sports. We are live streaming this game. And that's going to be a fake, and outside we go as Ben Roll. And that might be a, well, it looked like he tackled him from that horse collar. They're not going to give it to him, though. Roll scampers for about 6 yards. So it'll bring up a 3rd and a manageable 6 yards. So about halfway through this first quarter, 6-0 our score. Clark Willow Lake 3-3 coming into the matchup. Lead the 5-1 Aberdeen Roncalli Cavaliers. Roncalli breaks the huddle and really have not gotten much done offensively. No first downs to this point as Isaacson in the shotgun. They're going to fake it underneath. He wants to step back. He's got all day. He's going to try to put it up for grabs. A nice play there by the defensive back, Cole Brennan, the junior. Tips that thing away. Pass intended for number 22, Philip Zenz. Drops to the turf, and another 4th down. And another 3 and out here for these Cavaliers. And you got to assume this isn't exactly what they expected when they started off tonight. Isaacson set to kick this off, and that's something they've got to keep an eye on too. Very athletic, plays quarterback for him, so a fake could happen. Not this one, is a nice spiral punt. Goes to Larson. He's going to sidestep one guy, miss another tackle, gets it across the 40, where he's tackled at the 41-yard line of Clark Willow Lake, and that's where the Cyclones will start their second drive, 1st and 10. We got some scoreboard updates brought to you by Millbank Ford. Seeing what we've got here in 9B. Some area scores. Hitchcock-Tulare leads Great Plains Lutheran 28-11. That's at the end of the first half. Coleman Egan leads Esterline Hendricks 6-0. Faulkton area all over North Central 50-14. That is in 9B action. DeSmet has their way with Castlewood 60-7. Huber set to go here, pitches it out to Brennan. The option look, gets it across the 40, across the line of scrimmage, and dives forward to about the 44-yard line. A modest 3-yard gain on 1st and 10. Garrettson Howard 0-0 6 minutes into that first quarter. Oldham Ramona Rutland leads Hamlin 6-0. That's early on in the first quarter. As Huber and the Cyclones walk to the line. 2nd and 8 here. Huber, 2 running backs to his backside, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Takes a snap. They want to give it up to Brennan right up the middle. He's gobbled up after a gain of 1. So 3rd and 7. I think the first 3rd down Clark Willow Lake's seen so far. 4:50 remaining in this first quarter, brought to you by Westside Implement. Hanson leads Canastota Freeman 16-0. That's still in the first. Florence Henry leads Elkton Lake Benton 7-0. That's 2 minutes left in the first quarter there. And every game matters. They're fighting for playoff position as Huber comes out in the shotgun, empty backfield. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far, 1 to the near. Takes a nice shotgun snap, takes 5 steps. He wants to roll out right. He's got a man, and Isaacson jumps the route Probably had an opportunity to intercept that. Instead, it was deflected and incomplete. 4th and 7. 6-0. 4:20 remaining in this first quarter. In 11B, NA, I guess, Webster area leads Millbank 3-0. Sioux Valley over Flanders 16-0. There's 1 minute left there. Dual Sisseton, Dual leads 7-0 with 7 minutes remaining in that first quarter. Pierre and Watertown are knotted up at 7-7 halfway through that first quarter. And a hard count here. The punter for Clark Willow Lake is Trey Huber, of course, the quarterback, the defensive back. Thought there might have been a penalty, but instead a timeout on the field, so we'll take 30 as well and be back on KS93.
At this moment, as many as 1 in 10 vehicles on the roads needs tires. At Sharp Automotive, tires are central to the services offered to maintain your vehicle in peak running conditions. Sharps offers most major brands of tires with prices to fit every budget. If you want the air in your tires checked and are wondering about the tread depth on your tires, just pull up to the front service doors and drive in. Sharps trained personnel will do a quick check of your tires and make sure they are properly inflated, all at no cost to you. And whether you plan to keep your car for another 6 months or 6 years, Sharps has the tires that will make the most sense for you and your vehicle. Sharps, the tire dealer you can count on.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week. Mitch Reed on the call. Nick Bentine back in master control. 6-0 our score. Both teams have had the ball twice early on in this first quarter. I should say halfway through this first quarter. Clark Willow Lake punches it in on their first drive, and the other 3 have resulted in punts. Back deep to receive this one. Number 2, Ben Roll. And that's actually Martinez as he sidesteps a guy, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and then he's gobbled up by a sea of green. So a gain of 3 yards on the punt after he returned it there. And Roncalli will start 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. Clark Willow Lake has done everything they wanted to defensively, really shut down so far. But, Aberdeen Roncalli got quite a unique offense, and I have a feeling this is going to be tough. This game will not be won 6-0. Isaacson breaks the huddle, and he's got a wing T here in shotgun, a man in motion. They want to pitch it to the outside. That's number 8, Abe Kretschmann. Breaks 2 tackles there, runs over another guy, and he's right about at the sticks. It's got to say about a gain of 9. 2nd and 1. So they run this flex motion, pitch it to the outside. He gets outside. Nice strong cut there. Dives forward for a gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Isaacson in the shotgun. Got 3 running backs. They want to pitch again to the outside. That's Kretschmann. Gets the corner. Only gains about 2, but that's enough for Aberdeen Roncalli's first down of this ball game. 3:28 and counting remaining in this first quarter, brought to you by Westside Implement of Clark. 6-0, Clark Willow Lake leads early. And they say Isaacson likes to run the ball a little bit. We have not seen that in these first 3 drives. As Isaacson in the shotgun got a man to his right, and they're going to hand it to him right underneath. And this time, Clark Willow Lake does a pretty nice job of tackling him, only after a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. I would say gain of 3, so 2nd and 7. Again, you got to look for Isaacson to fake that one and either roll out and throw the ball or run it. Coach Young said in the pregame show, very athletic. Isaacson in the shotgun. They're going to hand it right off the middle, and hands it off, ends up handing it off again, so a double handoff there. Went to Kretschmann, and then underneath to Roll from the wingback spot on the near side. Runs it as a counter. And it was kind of a quick play there. Clark Willow Lake had him tackled, almost fumbled the ball, so Roncalli kind of deflects a messy situation there. Isaacson fakes it. He wants to roll out right. He's got pressure. Defensive end, and here he runs. This is exactly what we were talking about. Gets it across the first down, cross midfield, and he dives forward for a gain of 11 and a first down by Isaacson. So he rolled out right. Good pressure there by Cole Hyman, the defensive end. And Isaacson runs to the outside and gains 11 and a first down. So the first play coming up here for Roncalli in Cyclone territory with 2:06 remaining in this first quarter. 6-0 Cyclones lead. In the pistol, he's got 3 wide receivers as they all rotate here. They're going to hand a sweep to the near side. Misses a tackle, but ends up getting him at the 49-yard line. And that play was made there by number 24, I believe. Griffin Musser. He didn't actually make the tackle, but strung it out well enough. And Cole Brennan, who's been all over the field so far this evening, makes the tackle in the backfield. Had a personal foul, so I didn't see the flag on the far side. So after a big play here by this Cyclone defense, that's going to be negated. A 15-yard personal foul penalty. So they're going to walk it out, and they're going to end up with it all the way at the Cyclone 34-yard line. 1st and 10 Cavaliers. And this is not what you want to do to a good ball club that's been struggling. You don't want to give them any reason or any motivation here. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got a man to the right. Takes the snap, gives it off to Kretschmann. Good tackle there. And Clark Willow Lake's been doing a really nice job of packing these holes this evening. No gain on that first down carry, 2nd and 10. So 1:16 and counting in this first quarter, brought to you by Westside Implement and Clark. Roncalli taking their time here as they break the huddle. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got a man to his right. That's Kretschmann. Abe, 2 wide receivers to the near side. Got a man in motion. Comes back, helps pass, and they're going to air it out here to the far side. What a catch in the corner of the end zone. Number 2, Ben Rolfe. The wide receiver just runs a seam pattern. Isaacson puts it over his back shoulder, and let me tell you, Roll turned from his right shoulder to his left, makes the awesome catch in the end zone, and this one's knotted up at 6 with 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And the PAT said here, that's Isaacson. Puts the block down. Matthew Martinez set to hold. And Roncalli wants to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll take 30 and be back on KS93.
You shop around for cars, homes, everything that is important to you, but few have the lasting impact that your children's education does. I'm John Meyer, Superintendent of the Waverly South Shore School, inviting you to shop us. Explore our highly successful academic offerings and our sports and fine arts programs that foster lifelong talents and friendships. Our state-of-the-art school building is proof of our dedication to excellence in education. Waverly South Shore Schools, like a private school education at a public school price.
A 34-yard touchdown connection. Isaacson to roll. In the corner of the end zone on the far side is good. 6-6. PAT pending. Coach takes a timeout here. Again, thanks for joining us this evening. Mitch Reed on the call. Nick Bentine back in master control. We're also live on gowatertown.net/area sports. Isaacson set to kick this PAT. Holding it is Martinez. Good snap. Martinez, good hold. And that one's end over end. And he missed it. Must have missed it to the far side. I couldn't see that. Missed it left. So your score is knotted up. 6-6. 2 missed PATs on this one. So we'll take 30 seconds and be back in Clark on KS93.
You've received a call or text message indicating there's a problem with your cell phone, your taxes, your Medicare benefits, or your utilities. And the only way to get it cleared up is to either put funds on a gift card or send cash. All of these are scams designed to obtain your hard-earned funds. Contact the Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 1-800-300-1986. Another red flag is the call or text comes in after work hours or on the weekend. Don't become a victim. Let Consumer Protection do some checking for you before you send any funds.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week. A great start to this one so far. Clark Willow Lake punches in their first drive of the ball game on a 3-yard touchdown run by Trey Huber. Roncalli 3 and out. Clark Willow Lake 3 and out. And Roncalli on their third drive of the ball game finds the end zone. A 34-yard touchdown connection. Isaacson to roll. PAT no good. 6-6 our score. 14-14, Pierre in Watertown with 4 minutes left in the first. Doesn't seem like there's going to be a ton of defense out in Pierre this evening. End over end kick. Isaacson boots that thing in the end zone. So that will be a touchback. And Clark Willow Lake will start 1st and 10 on their own 20. Dual leads Siston 21-0. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Madison and Del Rapids. Madison leads 7-0. A big ball game there in 11A. Millbank takes the lead over Webster area 7-3. That's early on in the second quarter there. Again, special thank you to Millbank Ford for bringing us area scores around the state. Arlington Lake Preston leads Dubrook 16-0. As Huber in the shotgun. He's got a man in motion. That's Brennan. They fake it to him, and they go underneath here. Gets it to the 35-40. Cross midfield to the 40, 30. He's tackled at the 20-yard line. Excuse me, the 25-yard line. That's number 9, Mitchell Larson. Fakes it on a jet sweep to Brennan. Larson underneath. So to the 20, to the 25 on the other side. They are deep in Cavaliers territory after one play. Looking 55-yard carry by Larson. Larson, the junior wide receiver, wasn't really touched. Huber in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the far, 1 to the near. No one in motion. They're going to fake it to Larson, and Huber wants to run outside, cuts it up, breaks a tackle. Ends up getting tackled there by number 22. That is Philip Zenz. But Huber ends up gaining 22 yards. And the Cyclones got it 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line. Excuse me, 1st and goal from their the Cavalier 4-yard line. So 2 plays, lightning in a bottle here. Larson for 55 yards. Huber gains 21 yards. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Special thank you to Westside Implement for bringing us that. We're going to jump into the Olson Seed and Bradley second quarter in 30 seconds on KS93.
Farming is a competitive business, which is why South Dakota's farmers entrust their grain handling to Brandt, like Brandt's Harvest grain belts. They're available in multiple lengths, intake styles, and drive options, all configured to meet your unique needs. Brandt's full line of augers, belts, backs, get the job done every time. So if you're looking for an advantage at harvest time, get yourself some worry-free performance from Brandt and lead the field. Westside Implement is your local Brandt dealer. Call 532-3484. Visit westsideimplement.com or make the short drive to Clark.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week. Mitch Reed on the call. 6-6 our score after 1. Clark Willow Lake gave up a 34-yard touchdown pass to Aberdeen Roncalli. And in 2 plays on their next drive, they're knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. A very good start to this one. Six. As Roncalli Not sure on the adjustments quite yet. You know, Roncalli did a great job on that second possession, handling them, and then all of a sudden you blow this one wide open. Got to make Huber try to throw the ball here, and I know that he can do that as well, but so far Huber's only thrown one pass, and it almost got intercepted. Huber in the shotgun. He's got Cole Brennan to his backside, a little flex man to the left side, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Huber takes a shotgun snap, fakes it up the middle, breaks a tackle, and that is Martinez. Tackles him in the backfield, loss of 3. 2nd and goal from the 7. So 11:40 remaining here, 6-6 our score. $11:24 in this second quarter, brought to you by Olson Seed and Bradley. Huber takes a snap, they hand it off to Larson underneath. The same play they just gained 55 yards on. This one doesn't go nearly as far, but a good second down carry. 3rd and goal from the 2. So I got half of it back there. A very good second down play. They do kick extra points, but you got to assume this is 4 down territory here for the Cyclones. Huber in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Got a man in motion in Brennan. They're going to fake it underneath, run a little counter option. Huber's in, but I do see a flag, and it looks like in the area of holding. That is a very costly penalty if that's it. So a touchdown by Trey Huber, but there's some laundry on the field, and it is a hold. From that area, you definitely, there's probably a 95% chance. It's either a hold or a face mask. And the Cyclones get the short end of the stick here. They'll march them back 10 to the 12-yard line. So 3rd and goal from the 12. And decision time here. If you're going to go for it, you got to try to at least get half of this back. If not, maybe take a shot at the end zone and try to knock on 3. So again, like Coach said from the Cyclones, Coach Gary, this is a big game for him. 3-3. They don't know if 4-4 is going to get him in. As Huber in the shotgun, he's going to drop back to pass. He's got Brennan in the flats. He doesn't want that. He's just going to air it up. And it must have bounced or got deflected from here. It looked like Larson ended up with it, but it must have bounced first. So that pass falls incomplete. 4th and goal. 6-6 our score with just under 10 minutes remaining, and they are going to try to go for 3 here and take the lead. Trey Huber, the holder. Tyson Huber, the sophomore, set to kick it. Better hold. And that is wide left and probably even a little short yet. So that kick wide left, no good. 6-6 our score remains. We'll be back in 30 and be on KS 93.
Olson Seed out of Bradley, South Dakota sells LG and Stein seed, featuring the latest technology in corn and soybeans. They offer products from Pivot Bio, nitrogen fixing for corn, and delivery services available. For more information on any other seed technology, call Olson Seed at 233-1323 or Jeff at 880-5004. That's Olson Seed out of Bradley, South Dakota. Proud supporters of all our local area sports teams.
Isaacson in the shotgun. He's going to fake hand it off underneath and run up the gut on the left side. He gets it out to the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 yards in that first down carry, 2nd and 4. So 6-6 our score, 9:30 and counting remaining in this first half. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's going to take the snap. They want to hand it off underneath. And that was number 3, Maddox May. A gain of 1 there. 3rd and 3. 9 minutes and counting remaining in this first half. And a big 3rd down here. Two carries. Isaacson got 6 on the first down carry. May just 1 on this second one. Actually, probably no gain, so we're looking at more like a 3rd and 4. Isaacson in the shotgun. They want to fake it to him. They want to go right up the middle. Isaacson follows his big boys. Gains 5 yards. That's going to be good enough for a first down. That was important to get it kind of out of the shadow of their own end zone. Play some field position. Just keep in mind, Clark Willow Lake ends up with this one in the second half. That might be a huge momentum shift here, depending on how this first half ends. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got May to his left side. 2 flex guys to his right. Takes the shotgun snap, fakes it to Maddox. Wants to go outside. Breaks a tackle to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, where he's forced out of bounds by number 9, Mitchell Larson. That's Ben Roll. Gets out in the flat and scampers, 32 yards. So a 32-yard pitch and catch there. Isaacson to Roll. I mean, he only threw it probably 5 yards, but Roll gains 31. 1st and 10 from the Cyclone 39-yard line, 38-yard line. With 8 minutes remaining in this first half. Isaacson. He's got a man to his right in May. 2 flex guys. They're going to hand it right off to May. He wants to follow his flex guys. Nothing really doing there. So a gain of 1 on that first down carry. So second down here for the Cavaliers as they break the huddle. 2 flex guys to the far side, a wide receiver as well. Man in motion, that's Kretschmann. Kretschmann, good defensive pursuit there. On the outside is number 50, Lucas Canigator, 54, Avery Nichols. They turn him up and it's cleaned up by the linebackers, no gain. 3rd and 7. So Roncalli, I mean, other than that huge 34-yard touchdown strike, Clark Willow Lake has played fantastic defense in this first half. Roncalli breaks the huddle and walks to the line. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got a running back or a flex man, 4 wide receivers, 2 to the near, 1 to the far. Kretschmann, 5-step drop, goes to the outside. And a flag first, and he's looking for his other flag. Well, no, he wasn't. So a flag was thrown in the area of either an offsides or an illegal formation. That ref from the near side. It's going to be a false start by Aberdeen Roncalli. If it was a false start, they probably should have blown that dead. So I got to assume it's well, maybe not. But a 5-yard penalty nonetheless. 3rd and 12 for the Cavaliers. So they're blowing it. That's that same guy that threw that penalty. He wants to go talk to Whitecap. Oh, they're going to decline it. So they're going to decline that instead. That'll bring up 4th and 8. I don't understand if that's a false start or a legal procedure that they can do that, but that's why I'm calling radio and not doing coaching, I suppose. So a big 4th down here for the Cavaliers as Isaacson walks to the line and shotgun, man to his right. Flex man to his left. He's going to fake it underneath. He wants to roll out. He's quick, steps up in the pocket, steps up again. 2 missed tackles there, but ends up getting tackled by number 60. Zach Winter ends up making the tackle. probably 3 yards short of a first down. So Clark Willow Lake will take over 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. So with 6:23 remaining in this second quarter, brought to you by Olson Seed and Bradley. 6-6 our score, and Clark Willow Lake would like a nice long drive to punch it in and get the ball at half. Huber wants to roll out to the right, has no intention of passing, waits for a nice block, tries to cut it up, and he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 11 here, 6 minutes remaining. So 2nd and 11, Huber in the shotgun. Got 3 wide receivers out on route. He's looking left, puts it up in the air, and that pass is intended there for number 9, Mitchell Larson. Feet end up getting tangled on that play. And no one had a real shot at it after both of them went down. So as the ball hits the turf, 3rd and 11 here for the Cyclones. Clock stops at 5:33 in the second quarter. 6-6 our score. Clark Willow Lake plunges it in on their first drive. Took Roncalli a little bit longer, their 3rd drive. But the scoreboard reads the same, 6-6. Shotgun formation, man in motion, that's Brennan. They're going to fake it to him underneath. They're looking up to set up a screen. A nice catch there by Mitchell. And I'm very surprised, I was going to say, with that long developing of a play, especially a screen, you know those linemen got down there quite a ways. I got to assume it's an illegal man downfield. A gain of 7 on a 3rd down pass, but I would assume the coach is probably going to decline because they didn't end up getting that first down. Interesting. They end up accepting the penalty. So it'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and 16, but they had him 4th down. So Clark Willow Lake's going to try this one again. Came up short on the screen pass with the penalty, and they're going to get another shot at it. 5:14 and counting remaining as Clark Willow Lake breaks the huddle. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the near, 1 to the far. Or 2 to the near, 2 to the far. Huber in the shotgun. He's got a man in motion in Brendan. Going near to far. Kind of a double move there. Good pass protection. Huber is forced out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's only a gain of 2 yards. And here comes the punting team for Clark Willow Lake. .454 remaining in this one. Huber, the punter, back deep to return here is Matthew Martinez. Nice punt there, good pressure on the outside from Roncalli. Martinez is going to catch it at his own 40. Gets it across the 45, and he's tackled at the 45-yard line. The first man he meets is number 26, Tate Burke, the senior running back linebacker. He's a tough kid. Aberdeen Roncalli looking to get a lead here before half because, again, Clark Willow Lake will get possession in the second half. Roncalli breaks the huddle. In the shotgun, he's got a man to his left. That's Kretschmann. They fake it to him, and they run a little quarterback draw. No gain, 2nd and 10. 4:30 and counting remaining here. We're going to try to bring you up the standings here because, again, Aberdeen Roncalli comes into the matchup 5-1. Clark Willow Lake comes into the matchup at 3-3. Aberdeen Roncalli, only loss of the season was from Groton area. Other than that, they've won all of theirs. St. Thomas More Webster, Dakota Hills, Redfield, and Dual. Pass a little hook there, and it would still might have been short, intended for Andrew Brennan. That pass is dropped. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Isaacson throws a nice ball, but they really don't throw it too much. We'll see if they open it up here in the second half. The Cyclones beat Groton. Groton 6-1 on the season. Their only loss came to this Cyclone team first week. They won against Dakota Hills and Webster area. They lost 3 straight in the middle of their season. Redfield, Mulberry Pollock, and Webster. Oh, and great defense there. Isaacson rolls out to his left. Pass intended for number 22, Philip Zenz. Number 11, Trey Huber, deflects that one. And a great play there. Would have been good for about 18 yards and a first down, but instead, the Cavaliers punting unit comes onto the field. 6-6 our score, 3:50 remaining in this first half. Isaacson, the punter. Back deep is Huber. 4th and 10, Isaacson. And a nice punt there, very, very high, short. Gets a nice bounce there to the 21-yard line. Where Clark will start 1st and 10. Again, join us. We're live streaming on gowatertown.net/area sports. 3:41 remaining in this first half, 6-6. Huber in the shotgun. He's got a wide receiver to the far and the near. Man in motion, that's Brennan. They want to go underneath to Larson. Larson gets it past that first line of defense right at the sticks. We'll see if the refs give him enough for a first down. And they do. So gain of 11. And they like that play, that little fake to the jet sweep underneath to Larson, the wing back. They got 55 yards. Did some work in the red zone, and then another nice gain here as we are approaching 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Huber in the shotgun. They want to fake it to Larson this time, and now Huber's going to run to the near side. Gets it across the 35, tackled at the 39-yard line, gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Again, both huge games for both squads. Clark Willow Lake 3-3. A nice football team nonetheless. Would do a little bit of damage in the playoffs. And of course, Roncalli at 5-1. Huber in the shotgun. They're going to give it off to Larson here. Gets it across the 40 to the 45 to the 50. Stiff arms a guy, and he goes out of bounds at the 43-yard line of Roncalli. And Larson just wouldn't go down. Stiff arms a guy, breaks 2 tackles, and he'll end up out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 2:19 and counting remaining in this second quarter. Huber in the shotgun. Man in motion's Brennan. They want to hand it off underneath. He's going to look for a seam. He finds one. Across the 35 to the 31-yard line. They're going to blow this dead, and they're going to give him another first down. So first down on the Brennan run. Gains of about 10. I'll be at the 34-yard line. Clark Willow Lake here. 2:03 and counting remaining in this first half. Huber wanted to go on 2. About 3 other guys wanted to as well. Ball didn't snap, so we're going to see a false start here on the Cyclones. So a false start on about 3 or 4 guys there will set back this Cyclone offense 5 yards. First and 15. Again, just watching Roncalli, you just don't think that they were ready for a game like this. And Clark Willow Lake is doing a very nice job executing, except, of course, on the last play. Huber in the shotgun. 2 tight ends he's got as well. Brennan in the motion. They're going to fake it underneath. Huber, he's got a man wide open. That's Larson. Across the 20 to the 15 to the 10. He's got 1 man to beat. To the 5. He hops. Dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. And they snuck him out there in the flats. Larson, who's been a very dynamic player for this Cyclone offense. You can't believe that he was that wide open. Ends up running step for step, gets first contact at the 15, makes a man miss, stiff arm, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. 12-6 our score. And we're going to give that another 34 yards. So in the first quarter, same position, Roncalli scored from that same area. And the kick is up and good. So the sophomore kicker from Clark Willow Lake was 0 for 2, 0 for 1 on PATs, 0 for 1 on field goals, but he knocks this one through. Our score with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining, 13-6. Cyclones lead the Cavaliers. We'll take 30 seconds and be back on KS 93.
Are you a competitive parent? If so, keep your kids drug and alcohol free. It's a fact. 1 night of drinking can undo as much as 14 days of athletic training. Student athletes are expected to demonstrate year-round behavior that reflects positively on the individual, the school, and the community. The use of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other drug use is not allowed. Student athletes need the support of parents, community members, teachers, and coaches. Be strong. Be the influence. Keep our youth alcohol and drug free. A message from the Watertown Healthy Youth Coalition and the Watertown Tobacco Free Coalition.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on KS 93. Clark Willow Lake, Huber to Larson, 34 yards and a touchdown. PAT good, 13-6. Clark Willow Lake leads this one. Back to receive here for Aberdeen Roncalli. Roll, Brennan and Kretschmann. Set to kick this one off. Number 54, Avery Nichols. Oh, they got a different kicker in here. It's number 9, Mitchell Larson. They're going to fake 2 onside kicks, and here comes Larson. Their up man will return it. That is Kretschmann. Misses a tackle, misses another tackle, breaks a tackle to the 35-yard line, where Aberdeen Roncalli will start 1st and 10. 13-6 our score with 1:33 remaining in this first half. Clark Willow Lake leads, and just keep in mind the Cyclones will get the ball in the second half. So you got to assume Isaacson and this Cavalier offensive unit are going to look to throw. Try to get a score here before half. Isaacson breaks the huddle. He's got twins to the far side and a flex man to the right as well. Got a man in motion. That's Martinez. He's going to roll out right, and he wants to step and throw. Kind of short arms it there. He comes back to it. Breaks a tackle to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Aberdeen Roncalli. That's Ben Roll. And a very underthrown ball there by Isaacson. Roll, one-on-one on the outside, comes back to it, makes the catch, and that is a 65-yard touchdown pass. Only taking 18 seconds, well, less than that. 140 was our last touchdown, 122 is this one. So about 12 seconds, they score. One play, 65 yards, 12 seconds off the clock. And they're going to look to knot this one up as Isaacson lines up the PAT. Holder is Martinez. Good snap, good hold. End over end, high kick, and that one's good. So that kick splits the uprights. Our score 13-13. 1:22 remaining in this first half. We'll take 30 and be back on KS93.
Taco John's fans can't get enough of the new double cheese chicken boss burrito. One person said, which means this new and improved 3-cheese red pepper and smoky hatch chili queso makes Taco John's best burrito even better. Then someone else was like, which roughly translates to, this queso blanco and nacho cheese combo is unbelievable. Well said. The new double cheese chicken boss burrito, part of our queso blanco creations, only at Taco John's. Download our app for exclusive deals.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week. 13-13 with 1:22 remaining in this first half. Scoreboard update brought to you by Millbank Ford. Florence Henry leads Elkton Lake Benton up in Elkton 13-8. See what else we got. Dual leads Sisseton 28-0 at the half. See what we got here in Watertown. 24-21 with 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Pierre leads Watertown. Brandon Valley all over Mitchell. Brookings all over Huron. And a nice kick there by Isaacson. He really does kick it a ways. That's Larson who will get it at the 3-yard line. Gets it across that first line of defense where he's tackled at the 25-yard line. Clark Willow Lake will start 1st and 10. Hitchcock Tulare adds to their lead over Great Plains Lutheran, 48-11. Sully Buttes 22, Langford area nothing. Coleman Egan 24-8 over Esteline. There's 4 minutes left in that second quarter. Harriet Selby and Potter County knotted up at 8. I don't have any score from the Waverly South Shore game. Warner 36-0 over Northwestern as Huber takes a shotgun snap, gets it across to the line of scrimmage. They probably gains a half a yard on the play, I'd say. Let's just say 2nd and 10 as he gets out of bounds, so the clock will stop. And we're live here on GoWatertown.net/area sports. 13-13 our score. 2nd and 10 here for the Cyclones. Huber on this offensive unit breaks the huddle and comes to the line. In the shotgun he is. No backs as a man in motion. That's Brennan. They want to get it off to Larson up the middle. And their bread and butter only gets him about 3 yards on that 2nd and 10 carry. 3rd and 7. And you got to assume that Clark Willow Lake probably just wants to get this one to half. Roncalli's got timeouts. But instead of putting one up in the air, I think both teams are going to be fine going into the locker room, tied 13-13. Clark Willow Lake breaks the huddle. Shotgun formation, man in motion. They want to fake it up here. Huber tackled in the backfield. And that is Matthew Martinez, tackles him in the backfield. And the whistle blows, so you got to assume, yeah, Roncalli's going to take a timeout. They had one more left, so you're kind of surprised they didn't take it before. But nonetheless, they're going to take one now, so we'll take one as well and be back on KS93.
CK Seeds is the premier distributor of Pioneer products for Clark, Henry, and the surrounding area. CK Seeds stands proudly behind the Pioneer brand, and they strive to put the right products on the right acres. Whether it's corn, soybeans, sunflowers, or alfalfa, you get competitive pricing and more added value. CK Seeds, your local Pioneer dealer. 5 miles east of Clark or 8 miles west of Henry. Call CJ today, 431-3102.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on KS93's Game of the Week. 4th and 8 for the Cyclones with 16 seconds remaining. Huber set to punt this one away to Martinez. They got 2 guys back there. I believe that's Roll. Roll or Crutchman. Huber takes a nice snap, not a lot of pressure. End over end kick here. And that will be Martinez as he gets it to the 45. Cross midfield. Tackled at the 45 in Clark-Willow Lake territory. So with 5 seconds remaining, Roncalli will have one shot at this. Put in the end zone. Normally a lot easier said than done, but the last time they had the ball, a 65-yard touchdown connection from Isaacson to Roll. Coach Gary's a little nervous about it. Wants to make sure his guys know nothing behind him. So they take a timeout. We'll take one as well and be back in 30 on KS93.
Are you building or remodeling? Give O'Neill's Drywall Incorporated a call at 605-881-2186 to schedule all your drywall needs. That's 605-881-2186. Terry and his crew will make sure the job is done above your expectations. Hanging, taping, texturing, painting. They can do it all. Check them out on Facebook at O'Neill's Drywall Inc. The O and the N are capitalized. Good luck to all the Clark-Willow Lake Cyclone athletes this season.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week. Tied with 5 seconds remaining. Roncalli would like to put some more points on the board as they have it 1st and 10 from the Clark-Willow Lake 45-yard line. Only 5 seconds remaining, though. And Clark-Willow Lake will get it in the second half as both the huddles break, and we'll see what Roncalli has drawn up. Yeah, they got a man deep. That's Tate Burke. Huber, Larson back there. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got just one wide receiver to the far side. Isaacson takes a snap. They're going to just hand it underneath to Martinez. He gets to the 40, to the 35. And that will end this one. A 10-yard carry. A 10-yard carry gets to the 35-yard line. But that's going to end the half. Your score, 13-13. This has been a great first half. Thanks for joining us on KS93's Game of the Week. We will take a 4-minute timeout and be back on KS93.
Clark Community Oil wants to help you this harvest season with premium Cenex fuels and lubricants delivered to your farm. Give them a call at 532-3691. Your friends at Community Oil in Clark want to be your go-to stop all year long. Be sure to talk to them about soil testing and fall fertilizer when the crops come off the field. Most importantly, be safe and have a great harvest season. Clark Community Oil and Big C Travel Plaza, both located on East 212 Clark.
212 Truck and Trailer Repair in Clark is available for DOT inspections. They're located right on Highway 212 in Clark. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The trained, experienced, and expert technicians at 212 Truck and Trailer can work on any make or model of truck. For your convenience, they have a large inventory of truck parts on hand, and they sell and service roll tarps. They're a Lucas Oil distributor. Let 212 Truck and Trailer Repair keep your rig rolling. Call 532-7100.
It's good to be in Dakota Territory. We've invested in the community regions we serve. We're proud to be in dozens of hometowns across the Dakotas. Our brand of service has been around since 1888. Today, Dakota Bank is over $1 billion strong. To experience the Dakota Bank brand, stop in or visit dakotabank.com. As an equal housing lender member FDIC, we offer personal free checking to corporate lending. Dakota Bank, here for you.
Inventory shortages make keeping your vehicles well maintained even more important. Darren Mertens here from Millbank Ford. We pride ourselves in the courtesy, honesty, and friendly way of doing business offered by our service manager, Ryan Dwyer, and his mechanics. Part shortages may cause an occasional delay, but we do our very best with the goal of keeping you coming back to Millbank Ford. Regular maintenance, repairs, or for help finding a vehicle, stop in, give us a call, or check us out at millbankford.com.
This is Julie Nealon with Glass Products. We are proud members of the Watertown Area Home Builders Association and the Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce. Tony and his crew at Glass Products can help with all your glass needs, commercial, residential, and auto. But we also do screen repair, enclosed porches, and so much more. Visit Glass Products at the intersection of Arrow Avenue and Highway 81 or call 605-882-2344.
Custom Fabricators Incorporated in Watertown promises to continue to keep their tradition of quality parts and great customer service, which you've come to depend on for over 30 years. They are continuing expanding to better serve their customers. Custom Fabricators is actively involved in community events, promoting and supporting Watertown and the surrounding areas. Custom Fabricators Incorporated of Watertown, the leader for all of your fabrication solutions.
At this moment, as many as 1 in 10 vehicles on the roads needs tires. At Sharp Automotive, tires are central to the services offered to maintain your vehicle in peak running conditions. Sharps offers most major brands of tires with prices to fit every budget. If you want the air in your tires checked and are wondering about the tread depth on your tires, just pull up to the front service doors and drive in. Sharp's trained personnel will do a quick check of your tires and make sure they are properly inflated, all at no cost to you. And whether you plan to keep your car for another 6 months or 6 years, Sharps has the tires that will make the most sense for you and your vehicle. Sharps, the tire dealer you can count on.
Don't become an online shopping victim. Scammers are using email and text messages as a way to obtain account information. Subject lines range from delivery problems to express delivery notification. Scammers often use well-known names such as Amazon, Walmart, and Costco to name a few. If you get an unexpected message, don't click on any of the links. Go to the company directly to find answers. If you have questions about this or other scams, contact the South Dakota Consumer Protection Division, 1-800-300-1986.
Farming is a competitive business, which is why South Dakota's farmers entrust their grain handling to Brandt, like Brandt's Harvest grain belts. They're available in multiple lengths, intake styles, and drive options, all configured to meet your unique needs. Brandt's full line of augers, belts, backs get the job done every time. So if you're looking for an advantage at harvest time, get yourself some worry-free performance from Brandt and lead the field. Westside Implement is your local Brandt dealer. Call 532-3484. Visit westsideimplement.com or make the short drive to Clark.
Olson Seed out of Bradley, South Dakota sells LG and Stein seed, featuring the latest technology in corn and soybeans. They offer products from Pivot Bio, nitrogen fixing for corn, and delivery services available. For more information on any other seed technology, call Olson Seed at 233-1323 or Jeff at 880-5004. That's Olson Seed out of Bradley, South Dakota. Proud supporters of all our local area sports teams.
Are you a competitive parent? If so, keep your kids drug and alcohol free. It's a fact. One night of drinking can undo as much as 14 days of athletic training. Student athletes are expected to demonstrate year-round behavior that reflects positively on the individual, the school, and the community. The use of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other drug use is not allowed. Student athletes need the support of parents, community members, teachers, and coaches. Be strong. Be the influence. Keep our youth alcohol and drug free. A message from the Watertown Healthy Youth Coalition and the Watertown Tobacco Free Coalition.
Taco John's fans can't get enough of the new double cheese chicken boss burrito. One person said, which means this new and improved 3-cheese red pepper and smoky hatch chili queso makes Taco John's best burrito even better. Then someone else was like, which roughly translates to, this queso blanco and nacho cheese combo is unbelievable. Well said. The new double cheese chicken boss burrito, part of our queso blanco creations, only at Taco John's. Download our app for exclusive deals.
CK Seeds is the premier distributor of Pioneer products for Clark, Henry, and the surrounding area. CK Seeds stands proudly behind the Pioneer brand, and they strive to put the right products on the right acres. Whether it's corn, soybeans, sunflowers, or alfalfa, you get competitive pricing and more added value. CK Seeds, your local Pioneer dealer. 5 miles east of Clark or 8 miles west of Henry. Call CJ today, 431-3102.
Are you building or remodeling? Give O'Neill's Drywall Incorporated a call at 605-881-2186 to schedule all your drywall needs. That's 605-881-2186. Terry and his crew will make sure the job is done above your expectations. Hanging, taping, texturing, painting. They can do it all. Check them out on Facebook at O'Neill's Drywall Inc. The O and the N are capitalized. Good luck to all the Clark Willow Lake Cyclone athletes this season. Clark Community Oil wants to help you this harvest season with premium Cenex fuels and lubricants delivered to your farm. Give them a call at 532-3691. Your friends at Community Oil in Clark want to be your go-to stop all year long. Be sure to talk to them about soil testing and fall fertilizer when the crops come off the field. Most importantly, be safe and have a great harvest season. Clark Community Oil and Big C Travel Plaza, both located on East 212 Clark.
212 Truck and Trailer Repair in Clark is available for DOT inspections. They're located right on Highway 212 in Clark. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The trained, experienced, and expert technicians at 212 Truck and Trailer can work on any maker model of truck. For your convenience, they have a large inventory of truck parts on hand, and they sell and service roll tarps. They're a Lucas Oil distributor. Let 212 Truck and Trailer Repair keep your rig rolling. Call 532-7100.
It's good to be in Dakota Territory. We've invested in the community regions we serve. We're proud to be in dozens of hometowns across the Dakotas. Our brand of service has been around since 1888. Today, Dakota Bank is over $1 billion strong. To experience the Dakota Bank brand, stop in or visit dakotabank.com. As an equal housing lender member FDIC, we offer personal free checking to corporate lending. Dakota Bank, here for you.
Darren Mertens here to let you know Ford has a vehicle for whatever you throw at it. The Ford lineup of pickups, from the Ranger to the tough F-Series, tackle work and fun. Not ready to sit at the sidelines are the Ford SUVs and crossovers, including the new Bronco, the Edge, the Escape, and the Expedition. Then there's the high-performing Mustang. Even the best vehicles need quality service department, and Ryan and his staff offer just that. Millbank Ford, West Highway 12 in Millbank, and millbankford.com.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week, and it quite has been the game of the week. 13-13, our first half score. The Clark Willow Lake Cyclones, 3-3 coming into the matchup, taking on the 5-1 Aberdeen Roncalli Cavaliers. But again, standings and records are a little misleading. Clark Willow Lake, the first game of the year, beats Groton area, who's now 6-1, and handed Aberdeen Roncalli their only loss. So just to kind of add a tough stretch there, lost 3 straight to Redfield, Mulbridge, Pollock, and then not sure who that other one was, but yeah, 3-3 on the season, and they righted the ship last week against Webster. And Roncalli beat Dual, a very good Dual team, who we'll have down in Willow Lake next week. We got Clark Willow Lake and the Dual Cardinals to wrap up that season. And again, all these games are huge for the playoffs. Clark Willow Lake's kind of looking outside looking in here. They for sure need to win 1, but 2 would definitely punch their ticket in the 11B playoffs. So here are your score updates brought to you by Millbank Ford. And this is how we got to 13-13. In the first quarter, on the first drive of Clark Willow Lakes, first time they had possession, Trey Huber plunges in from 3 yards out, scores. The PAT kick is no good. And with 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Isaacson to roll. The 34-yard touchdown pass, a beautiful pass over the shoulder there to roll. PAT no good, 6-6 our score. With a minute 40, okay, so we had about 10 minutes of no scoring, 11 minutes of no scoring, and then 2 touchdowns in a matter of 18 seconds. 140, Clark Willow Lake takes the lead with a 34-yard touchdown from Huber to Larson. Larson was wide open in the flats, broke 2 tackles, and he scores from 34 out. PAT kick is good, 13-6. And 18 seconds later, a kick return, and 1 play later, a 65-yard touchdown pass, Isaacson to roll. That PAT is good. Our score, 13-13 at the break. Clark Willow Lake will get the ball in the second half. And again, a very good team. This Clark Willow Lake team does not look 3-3. So they're going to try to, again, punch their ticket in the playoffs, but could really use not just 1, but probably 2 wins here to make sure that they're able to get in. And who knows how far they travel once they get in if they go 4-4. So we will take a 2-minute timeout and be back on KS93.
This is Julie Nealon with Glass Products. We are proud members of the Watertown Area Home Builders Association and the Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce. Tony and his crew at Glass Products can help with all your glass needs, commercial, residential, and auto. But we also do screen repair, enclosed porches, and so much more. Visit Glass Products at the intersection of Arrow Avenue and Highway 81 or call 605-882-2344.
Custom Fabricators Incorporated in Watertown promises to continue to keep their tradition of quality parts and great customer service, which you've come to depend on for over 30 years. They are continuing expanding to better serve their customers. Custom Fabricators is actively involved in community events, promoting and supporting Watertown and the surrounding areas. Custom Fabricators Incorporated of Watertown, the leader for all of your fabrication solutions.
At this moment, as many as 1 in 10 vehicles on the roads needs tires. At Sharp Automotive, tires are central to the services offered to maintain your vehicle in peak running conditions. Sharps offers most major brands of tires with prices to fit every budget. If you want the air in your tires checked and are wondering about the tread depth on your tires, just pull up to the front service doors and drive in. Sharp's trained personnel will do a quick check of your tires and make sure they are properly inflated, all at no cost to you. And whether you plan to keep your car for another 6 months or 6 years, Sharps has the tires that will make the most sense for you and your vehicle. Sharps, the tire dealer you can count on.
You shop around for cars, homes, everything that is important to you, but few have the lasting impact that your children's education does. I'm John Meyer, Superintendent of the Waverly South Shore School, inviting you to shop us. Explore our highly successful academic offerings and our sports and fine arts programs that foster lifelong talents and friendships. Our state-of-the-art school building is proof of our dedication to excellence in education. Waverly South Shore Schools, like a private school education at a public school price.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week. Mitch Reed on the call, Nick Benteen back in master control. 13-13, Clark Willow Lake and Roncalli, Aberdeen Roncalli, knotted up at the break. Clark Willow Lake will get possession in this second half. A little scoreboard update brought to you by Millbank Ford. Again, welcome back to the Taco John's Watertown Healthy Youth halftime show. In 9B, some area games here. Hitchcock-Tulare leads with 1 minute left in the fourth quarter, 48-23 over Great Plains Lutheran. Coleman Egan leads Esteline Hendricks 24-8. That's at halftime. Harriet Selby 24-8 over Potter County. Warner 36, Northwestern nothing. That's at halftime. Florence Henry 19, Elkton Lake Benton 14, Arlington Lake Preston 30, Dubrook 6, Lyman 30-0 over Phillip. Platte Geddes and Gregory in a close one, 8-7. Platte Geddes leads. Hanson 24, Canastota Freeman 8. Hamlin takes the lead over ORR. That's at half, 14-12. ORR was up early in that one. Garrettson 21-14 over Howard. That's a little shocking. Dual leads Sisseton 35-0. We're knotted up at the half here. Aberdeen, Roncalli, and Clark Willow Lake 13-13. Sioux Valley 40-6 over Flandreau. Millbank 28-3. They've scored 28 unanswered points as Millbank. They lead over Webster. Mobridge Pollock 29, Dakota Hills 7. And in Pierre 31-28. That is at halftime. And that looks like a basketball game. 31-28. I'll be interested to see what that one ends up compared to what that one ends up in basketball in the winter. So 50 seconds remaining on the clock before we kick this second half off. We will take a minute timeout and be back on KS93.
With more and more people being at home, chances are you'll access a social media site to stay in touch with family and friends. Before you do this, please check your privacy settings to ensure you're being the safest you can be. For step-by-step instructions on how to check and change your privacy settings for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and the like, go to consumer.sd.gov. With questions, contact South Dakota Consumer Protection Division, 1-800-300-1986, or email consumerhelp@state.sd.us.
Farming is a competitive business, which is why South Dakota's farmers entrust their grain handling to Brandt, like Brandt's Harvest grain belts. They're available in multiple lengths, intake styles, and drive options, all configured to meet your unique needs. Brandt's full line of augers, belts, backs get the job done every time. So if you're looking for an advantage at harvest time, get yourself some worry-free performance from Brandt and lead the field. Westside Implement is your local Brandt dealer. Call 532-3484. Visit westsideimplement.com or make the short drive to Clark.
So here we go, KS93's Game of the Week. It's a brand new ball game at half, 13-13. Isaacson set to kick this one off. Back deep. For Clark Willow Lake is Larson and Cole Brennan. So big first drive here for Clark Willow Lake, as they've not trailed in this game, just led and tied. Isaacson kicks this one off. Kind of a squibber there to Brennan. He'll get it at the 10, to the 15, to the 20. And he's tackled by the first man he's met. He doesn't even get back to the 25. He's tackled at the 23, where the Cyclones will start 1st and 10. So the Cyclones here, getting a lot of passing. Larson has had a really nice game. Huber's done a nice job of running the ball. A lot of options to start this one out, and then we really haven't seen any in the second half. And I do think Roncalli's made a few adjustments there to mitigate some of that rushing attack for the Cyclones. Huber in the shotgun. He's got a man in motion in Brendan. They're going to hand it off underneath. Tries to find a hole. Able to find one, but that hole closes extremely quick. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. So that was that first play, gain of 3 there. Second and 7. And Huber, the junior quarterback, breaks the huddle. No running backs. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Got a man in motion in Brendan. They're going to fake it to him. They're going to try to go up top. Wide open there is Larson to the 45 in Cavalier territory. He's tackled at the 31-yard line. And that wasn't Larson. That was actually number 8. We haven't heard a lot of his name. That's Tyson Huber, the kicker. Brendan comes up a little slow here for the Cyclones. You know, and I thought it was Larson. I was just about to say, for how much that kid has done, it doesn't make a ton of sense that he would just be able to streak down the sideline, or excuse me, right up the seam. But no, that was Huber, and it makes sense because Larson was actually out in the flats, and he has gotten a lot of attention, and that allowed Tyson Huber, the sophomore wide receiver, to get a catch of about 35 yards and a Cyclone first down. 10:45 remaining in this third quarter. Clark Willow Lake in Cavalier territory. Huber got a man in motion. They want to give it to Huber, his brother on the outside. First contact's right at the sticks. And that's Tyson Huber. No gain on that first down carry, 2nd and 10. (13-13) our score early on in this third quarter. So the Cyclones break the huddle here. 2nd and 9. Huber in the shotgun. Takes a snap. 5-step drop. Rolls out to his right. He's got a man intended for Larson. A little too long for Larson. Pass incomplete. 3rd and 9. .950 remaining in this third quarter. So Coach Gary calls into the play to Huber. And they break the huddle here. Got to assume 4-down territory, so try to get some of this back. He's got a man in motion. That's Brennan. Rolls out. A little too tall there intended. He did have a man in the flats, number 81, Cole Hyman. Again, drops to the turf, and that will be incomplete. So 4th and 9. 4th and 9 here. With 9:50 remaining in this third quarter. Again, thanks for joining us tonight. Mitch Reed on the call. Nick Bentine back in master control. We're also live on the air, goodness gracious, live stream. GoWatertown.net/area sports. So big 4th down here. Huber's got a man to his back. Man in motion, that's Brendan coming to the near side. Good pressure there. He wants to run. He's going to have to get rid of it. Pass is intercepted. Gets it across the 40 to the 45, and he's tackled. That is Matthew Martinez. And Huber had to get rid of it because he was not. I mean, it was 4th and 8. So it treated as a punt, but not really because they ended up getting it out close to midfield. So Martinez makes a big play. And the Cavaliers will get their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10. From their own 46-yard line. 9:38 remaining in this third quarter, 13-13. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got 2 wing backs to the left side, the near side. And they're going to hand it to one of those wing backs. Tries to get to the outside. Tries to cut it up. Good blocking on the outside by the Cavaliers. A 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. And that's number 2, Ben Roll. We've been saying his name a lot. 2 touchdown catches on the evening. And they've got a funky formation. Let me tell you, they've got a guy that's like a wing back, like your traditional wing T, looking just kind of in a 3-point stance, looking inward. And then they've got like a flex man that's just a yard off the ball, about a yard off of him. Isaacson got 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far, 1 to the near. 3-step drop. He's going to pump fake. Pass intended for Andrew Brennan. Incomplete. So we're looking at 3rd and 7 for the Cavaliers. (13-13) our score. (27-14) Florence Henry leads Elkton Lake Benton, excuse me. Middle of the 3rd quarter there. Shotgun snap. They're going to run a little counter look there. Bounces off 2 would-be tacklers and ends up getting tackled for only a gain of 1. A nice tackle there by Tate Burke coming up from the secondary. Makes a stop. 4th and 6. Right at the 49-yard line, pretty close to midfield. Isaacson set to punt this one away. Back deep for the Cyclones is Larson and Burke. Seen a lot of punts so far. Low snap. Isaacson ends up fielding it end over end. Larson's going to try to get under it. So to the 11-yard line is where it's down. There's a little confusion here as they thought Larson might have touched that one. But instead it will just be down. And Clark-Willow Lake's got to march it 89 yards here to get a score. 1st and 10 from their own 11. So these close games really turn into a field position game. 13-13. 4 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter. Huber in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Takes the snap. They want to hand it underneath to Larson. Tries to find a hole. He's wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Ends up diving forward for a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. So Roncalli dropped to B in basketball and in volleyball this year, but stayed 11-man for football. They've been eligible to go down to 9-man here for a handful of years, but have declined that, and they continue to play 11-man. Clark, on the other hand, is A in basketball, and this is their first year in 11-man. Huber hands it off underneath to Brennan. He wants to get the edge. He's able to get to the edge. Forced out of bounds, really close to a 1st down on the far side. Yep, it's going to be 3rd down and 1 here for the Cyclones. Again, 2 weeks left. Both of these teams got a game next week. Trying to look at their schedule coming up here. Again, if you haven't checked it out, this SD Scores app across the state of South Dakota, a great place to check high school athletics all season long. Aberdeen Roncalli will play Mobridge Pollock. They're going to have to travel to Mobridge as Huber takes a snap, but the whistle blows from the back judge. It's going to be a false start, and that is a costly penalty for the Cyclone offense. That'll move them back 5. They had a 3rd and 1. Now we go 3rd and 6. Like I said, Roncalli will travel to Mobridge to take on the 2 and 4 Tigers. And Clark-Willow Lake will play dual. And again, that will be on KS93 next week. Live from Willow Lake. Dual's got a game this evening. They are playing Sisseton and handling them pretty well. That is in Clear Lake this evening. There'll be a timeout. We'll take one as well and be back on KS93.
Olson Seed out of Bradley, South Dakota sells LG and Stein seed, featuring the latest technology in corn and soybeans. They offer products from Pivot Bio, nitrogen fixing for corn, and delivery services available. For more information on any other seed technology, call Olson Seed at 233-1323 or Jeff at 880-5004. That's Olson Seed out of Bradley, South Dakota. Proud supporters of all our local area sports teams.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on KS93. And instead of a flag, they got a timeout called. So they're looking at 3rd and 1 again. So a big break for the Cyclones. Huber in the shotgun. Takes the chest-high snap. They want to hand it off underneath to Larson. And that is the first time that play has been tackled in the backfield. Larson loses 2 on the play. 4th and 4 for the Cyclones, and they got a punt. Again, thanks for joining us this evening here on KS93 on the TuneIn Radio app. We appreciate all the support, as well as streaming live on gowatertown.net/area sports. 6:30 remaining in this third quarter, 13-13 our score. Huber takes the helmet high snap, takes his time, and he's going to punt it about straight sideways. It's going to bounce. I'll tell you what, they might only gain about 5 yards on that punt. Hit it off the side. Goes straight sideways, so Roncalli's going to have awesome field position here with 6:16 remaining in this third quarter. Probably only a punt of 4 yards. So a punt of 4 yards. They did gain something on it, but not what they wanted. And Roncalli's got this in awesome field possession here to try to take the lead. Florence Henry leads now 34-14 over Elkton Lake Benton. A slow start for them. They're starting to pour it on. Isaacson rolls out to the right. He wants to try to get the edge. Tries to find a hole in that defense. Ends up diving for a nice gain on first down of about 5. So 2nd and 5 for the Cavaliers. Like I said earlier, Willow Lake has not trailed in this game. They've led 2 different times, and they've been tied the rest. Isaacson in that shotgun. And they want to transition the opposite way as Martinez, no, that's Maddox May, the running back or fullback, power back, takes it for a gain of 2, 3rd and 3. And an interesting position here for Aberdeen Roncalli. You can tell Isaacson's got a nice leg, but have not been terribly successful on PATs or field goals. But when he kicks it off, he kicks it. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got a man to his right in May. They're going to hand it off to May. Power back. Skips aside. He's going to walk into the end zone. A touchdown. Maddox May from 16 yards out scores, and the Cavaliers take a 19-13 lead here with 5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. And May has not had any luck except for that play. He's only gained about 2-3 yards, probably average carry. But May breaks that first line of defense and really just walks into the end zone for 6. Isaacson, low snap there. They're going to red. They want to try to get to the outside. Martinez, pass intended for their tight end. That's knocked away. And just a low snap there as Martinez sprints out. A very headsy play there. Almost gave him 2, but instead, your score, 19-13. We'll see if that missed PAT comes back to haunt the Cavaliers. We'll take 30 seconds and be back on KS93.
Are you a competitive parent? If so, keep your kids drug and alcohol free. It's a fact. One night of drinking can undo as much as 14 days of athletic training. Student athletes are expected to demonstrate year-round behavior that reflects positively on the individual, the school, and the community. The use of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other drug use is not allowed. Student athletes need the support of parents, community members, teachers, and coaches. Be strong. Be the influence. Keep our youth alcohol and drug free. A message from the Watertown Healthy Youth Coalition and the Watertown Tobacco Free Coalition.
19-13 here in Clark. On KS93's Game of the Week, Mitch Reed on the call, Nick Benteen back in master control. Aberdeen Roncalli. Maddox May punches it in from 12 yards out, and they get their first lead of the ball game, 19-13. PAT, the snap is low, so that's no good. We'll see if that becomes a big factor in this one. Isaacson set to kick it away here, back deep for the Cyclones. Number 21, Cole Brennan, and number 9, Larson. That's Mitchell Larson. Thanks for joining us this evening. We're also live on gowatertown.net/area sports. As Isaacson approaches the ball, a little low line drive kick where Brennan will get it at the 25-yard line. Wants to get out to the outside, cross the 25 to the 30, to the 35. He's tackled at the 43-yard line. Brennan actually got it at the 15-yard line. So a kick return of about 30 yards. Clark Willow Lake will start 1st and 10. You can see here that Brennan is struggling with cramps. They want to get that worked out. We'll take 30 and be back on KS93.
Taco John's fans can't get enough of a new double cheese chicken boss burrito. One person said, which means this new and improved 3-cheese red pepper and smoky hatch chili queso makes Taco John's best burrito even better. Then someone else was like, which roughly translates to, this queso blanco and nacho cheese combo is unbelievable. Well said. The new double cheese chicken boss burrito, part of our queso blanco creations, only at Taco John's. Download our app for exclusive deals.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week. 19-13. Roncalli takes their first lead on a 12-yard touchdown carry by Maddox May. Huber and takes the shotgun. He's got time. Oh, nice play there by Isaacson on the far side. Pass intended for Larson. Had all day. Great protection up front by this Cyclone front. And good, probably just better defense by Isaacson. 2nd and 10 here from the Cyclones 44. Brennan here on the sideline trying to work out his cramp. And you know, it's definitely at the start of the year you're dealing with cramps. It's hot, but they're going to take a timeout here. Okay, Clark Willow Lake wants to talk about it a little bit. A big possession here. They see their first deficit of the game at 19-13 with 4:42 remaining in this third quarter. We'll take 30 and be back on KS93.
CK Seeds is the premier distributor of Pioneer products for Clark, Henry, and the surrounding area. CK Seeds stands proudly behind the Pioneer brand, and they strive to put the right products on the right acres. Whether it's corn, soybeans, sunflowers, or alfalfa, you get competitive pricing and more added value. CK Seeds, your local Pioneer dealer. 5 miles east of Clark or 8 miles west of Henry. Call CJ today, 431-3102.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week. 19-13 our score with 4:42 remaining in this third quarter. 2nd and 10 after Huber tried to connect with Larson. That pass was deflected by Isaacson. So 2nd and 10 here. Huber in the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs, Brennan and Burke. We're going to hand it to Brennan right up the middle. Good block there by Burke to spring Brennan for a gain of 6. And a penalty flag comes from the back judge, kind of in an area of hold. Personal foul. Nope, it's going to be a face mask. So that back judge either sees a hold back there or a face mask. Most of the time they caught him with a face mask there. So it's a personal foul. That'll be 15. So Clark Willow Lake will get it now 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of the Cavaliers. They're marching, trying to tie this up, even take a lead. Cyclones come to the line. Shotgun formation here for Huber. They're going to hand it off to Brennan underneath. Side steps there. Dives forward across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Gain of 5 yards, 2nd and 5. So 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Clark knocking on the door here. Clark Willow Lake, a good possession, a possession they needed as Roncalli took their first lead of the ball game on their last possession. Huber in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Got a man in motion, that's Brennan. Drop backs to pass, tries to step up, and he is sacked. In the backfield, number 50, that is Brendan Livermont, the junior lineman. Haven't heard his name at all. And a huge sack there on 2nd and 10. Well, I should say 2nd and 5, about a 10, 11-yard loss. Gets it all the way back out to the 40-yard line. So 3:05 and counting remaining in this one. They had a real second and manageable there. About a 2nd and 5. And now we're looking 3rd and long. Huber takes the shotgun snap. He's got 3 wide receivers out in a route. And he's tackled again. That's number 3 this time. Maddox May. We've heard a lot from Maddox May in this third quarter. A touchdown run by the running back. And now a huge sack on 3rd and long. And instead of going for it on 4th down, a few plays before, we're looking at a 4th and 21, 22 here. And Clark Willow Lake needs to punt. Larson set to punt this one off. Martinez back to return it. Bounces at the 20-yard line, gets a very favorable Clark Willow Lake bounce. Gets out at about the 11-yard line. And Roncalli will start 1st and 10. We'll take 30 seconds and be back on KS93.
Are you building or remodeling? Give O'Neill's Drywall Incorporated a call at 605-881-2186 to schedule all your drywall needs. That's 605-881-2186. Terry and his crew will make sure the job is done above your expectations. Hanging, taping, texturing, painting. They can do it all. Check them out on Facebook at O'Neill's Drywall Inc. The O and the N are capitalized. Good luck to all the Clark Willow Lake Cyclone athletes this season.
After the break here, Isaacson runs to the far side where he gains about 3 yards on a 1st down carry. 2nd and 7.
Clark Community Oil wants to help you this harvest season with premium Cenex fuels and lubricants delivered to your farm. Give them a call at 532.
Sorry about that. Some technical issues there after a 1st down carry. 3-yard gain on the play. That will be negated by a hold. Half a distance to the goal. They will be backed up to about the 6-yard line. Roncalli's got it. 1st and 16. Special shout out to the Jealous clan. Thanks for listening tonight. Have yourself some grilled food on a Jealous grill. Underneath there to Maddox May. His last carry of the ball game was a touchdown. This one not nearly as successful, but 8 yards on the carry. 2nd and 8. I remember the last time I had a meal on the Jealous grill. Does a nice job of keeping that flavor, and some of that stuff drops in the sluice box down there, but nonetheless, good food. Good people over out by Kranzberg area. Isaacson hands it off underneath. Ball drops on the ground, but May comes up with it. Very fortunate deep in Clark Willow Lake territory, or excuse me, Cavalier territory. Loss of 1, 3rd and 8. With under a minute remaining in this third quarter, Aberdeen Roncalli leads 19-13. So you got to assume just probably one play left. 40 seconds and counting as Isaacson breaks the huddle. Got a man to his left in May. They're going to fake it to him. They want to go over the top. Oh, just got it away, just barely. Pass intended for number 2. That's Ben Roll. He had 2 touchdowns, and you know what? He had an opportunity at a third one there. Comes up short, hits him in the hands. He drops it. 4th and 8. And Clark Willow Lake, very fortunate. That wasn't a 25, 30, 35-yard pass reception there. So instead, Isaacson back in the shadow of his own end zone, set to punt this one away. 2 returners here for Clark Willow Lake. The deep one is Larson. Good punt there, spiral punt, short punt. Takes a nice bounce there for Roncalli. Picked up there, crossed the 45-yard line, tackled at the 41-yard line, and Clark Willow Lake will start this possession in Cavalier territory, trying to knot this one up or take a lead. We'll take 30 seconds and be back on KS93.
212 Truck and Trailer Repair in Clark is available for DOT inspections. They're located right on Highway 212 in Clark. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The trained, experienced, and expert technicians at 212 Truck and Trailer can work on any maker model of truck. For your convenience, they have a large inventory of truck parts on hand, and they sell and service roll tarps. They're a Lucas Oil distributor. Let 212 Truck and Trailer Repair keep your rig rolling. Call 532-7100.
Just before the timeout, pass intended for Huber. That was Tyson Huber. Trey Huber tries to go over the top. Pass just a little out of his reach. Goes incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the Cavs' 41-yard line. 16 seconds remaining in this third quarter, 19-13. Clark Willow Lake's had a few opportunities in this second half so far. They've come up short so far. Shotgun, Huber. Got 2 wide receivers to the far, 1 to the near. Brennan wants to take it to the outside. He's looking to go to the outside, has to cut it back up. Cross the 35, tackled at the 31-yard line. He's going to be pretty close to a first down. I don't think they're going to give it to him. 3rd and 1. And that will do it for 3 quarters. Our the end of the third quarter here, our score 19-13. The 5-1 Roncalli Cavaliers lead the 3-3 Clark Willow Lake Cyclones. Don't go anywhere. This should be a great finish on KS 93.
It's good to be in Dakota Territory. We've invested in the community regions we serve. We're proud to be in dozens of hometowns across the Dakotas. Our brand of service has been around since 1888. Today, Dakota Bank is over $1 billion strong. To experience the Dakota Bank brand, stop in or visit dakotabank.com. As an equal housing lender member FDIC, we offer personal free checking to corporate lending. Dakota Bank, here for you.
Welcome back to KS 93's Game of the Week. 19-13 our score. We should be set for a great fourth quarter here with the 3-3 Clark Willow Lake Cyclones down to the 5-1 Aberdeen Roncalli Cavaliers. Should be a great finish here as Clark Willow Lake has it 3rd and 2 from the 31-yard line. And you've seen a lot of luck here with Clark Willow Lake. You know, when they've been able to get the edge, it's when they get into that niche straight in the middle where they struggle to get any yards. It's to the outside that they've really found a lot of success this evening. They've got athletes like Huber and Brennan that when they get the corner, good things happen. Huber in the shotgun. He's got a man in motion in Brendan. They want to hand it off to the side, and that's what I'm talking about, going right up the middle. Going to the outside, finds a cutback lane, and he does not want to go down. He carries defenders about 5 more yards and a flag on the play. And kind of in the area where maybe a face mask. We'll see what White Hat says. It was towards the end of the play, so that kind of makes me think it's a face mask, and it is. A personal foul face mask. So being at the 24-yard line where that one was called, they're going to go half a distance to the goal. And Clark Willow Lake will have it 1st and 10 from the Cavaliers 12. 11:52 remaining in this one, 19-13. Roncalli leads, but Clark Willow Lake knocking on the door. So we'll see what they've got in their bag of tricks here as Huber and the Cyclones break the huddle. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the far, 1 to the near. Huber got a man in motion in Brendan. They want to get it to him on the outside. No, counter option to Larson. Gets it across the 5, dives forward to the 3. An 8-yard carry on that first down. Great work. Great play call there. Great play call as they fake it to Brendan, who they've been trying to get to the outside. And they get back to the play that worked extremely well for them in the first half. A counter look from Larson coming back the other way, following a pulling guard. So we're looking at a 2nd and 2 from the 4-yard line. Huber in the shotgun. He's not been under center all night. Man in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Quarterback wants to run. Steps sideways, dives forward for a touchdown, but another flag and a hold. A huge penalty here as Huber found a crease in the defense, dives forward, scores from 4 yards out, but that will be negated by a huge holding penalty. So they're going to march it back 10 yards. So we're looking at 2nd and 11 now from about the 14-yard line. This happened to him the last time. So 10:45 and counting remaining here. 19-13. Huber in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. They're going to fake it to the counter run. Huber starts in, steps out. It's a foot race. Right at the goal line. I think the ref says that he stepped out. What a play there by Trey Huber. Steps in, sets up the defense, and then turns on the afterburners. Goes to the corner of the end zone, dives, but ref says he's not in. So a gain of 13 yards. Clark Willow Lake's got it 1st and goal. I'll tell you what, beautiful night here. Kind of reminds you of playoff action. Not too cold, where a guy needs some beef tips and strudels afterwards to warm you up. But a great night. 19-13. They're going to hand it off. Well, it's actually a quarterback sneak, and I just told you that they haven't been under center all night. So very impressive that they ended up getting that snap without fumbling it. And Huber runs it in from 1 yard out, and we're tied back up at 19s. Like I said, don't go anywhere. This one should be a great finish this evening. 19-19. Huber looking to put the Cyclones up. Good snap, good hold, and that is right through. And the Cyclones get the lead back 20-19. A 1-yard touchdown run by Huber, capped off with a PAT is good by Huber. So with 10:28 remaining in this one, Clark Willow Lake leads 20-19. We'll take 30 and be back on KS93.
CK Seeds is the premier distributor of Pioneer products for Clark, Henry, and the surrounding area. CK Seeds stands proudly behind the Pioneer brand, and they strive to put the right products on the right acres. Whether it's corn, soybeans, sunflowers, or alfalfa, you get competitive pricing and more added value. CK Seeds, your local Pioneer dealer. 5 miles east of Clark or 8 miles west of Henry. Call CJ today, 431-3102.
10:28 remaining in this one, and we've got a dandy here. Clark Willow Lake punches it in from one to tie it up. And the PAT splits the upright to give them the 1 point advantage with 10.5 remaining in this fourth quarter. Thanks for joining us this evening. Kind of feel like this one you're going to have whoever has the ball at the end is going to win it. So we'll see who that ends up being. Set to kick this one off. 54, Avery Nichols. We're going to do a couple fakes here, and here comes Nickel approaching the ball to the 20-yard line. That's roll to the 35, to the 40, where first contact is. They say the ball is on the ground. We'll see. Everyone's thinking Clark-Willow Lake. We'll see what the ref comes out of here. Clark-Willow Lake will get the possession back. And a huge mistake there by Roncalli. They would have had great starting field position, but instead, Clark-Willow Lake even has better field position. So we'll see what they can do. Up one already with 10:20 remaining in this one. And Roncalli's got to step up here. They had the lead for a short amount of time. Clark-Willow Lake gets it back from them, and they fumble here. Approaching the line is Clark-Willow Lake. Huber in the shotgun. We've seen this all night. Takes a snap. They want to get it to Brendan underneath. He cuts up right up the middle, jumps over a tackler, and ends up being tackled there by number 22. That's Phillip Zenz. Gain of 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Now on this drive, Clark-Willow Lake's going to want to take some time, keep control of it, and eventually punch it in. I mean, I think that would be the goal. It'll be interesting what they do, though, if they want to go for 2 to make it a 2-possession game, or just kick the 1 and make it 8. Brennan underneath there, breaks 2, 3 tackles. He keeps those feet churning. He's going to be right to the stick. He's going to have enough for another first down, gain of 5. And this Brennan is running hard. You can tell he's beat up. He's had some issues with some cramps. But he keeps fighting with 9.5 remaining in this one. So, yes, a first down after that 5-yard run. They'll keep it 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun here for Huber. He's got a man in motion. That's Brennan again. Going to fake to the outside. Larson goes right underneath. So Brennan will run on the outside of him. They'll fake it, and then they'll turn right back around for an underneath handoff. They've ran that probably 8 or 9 times so far, and Larson's had a lot of luck with it. 4-yard gain on that first down, 2nd and 6. Just under 9 minutes remaining in this one. Clark-Willow Lake leads 20-19 over Aberdeen Roncalli. Crowd's getting into this one a little bit with Huber in the shotgun. They're going to fake it to him. They want to go over the top. They've got a man. That's Larson. Good defense there by not Nichols. It's Isaacson. And to be honest, it was very fortunate. Isaacson just put his hands up and luckily knocked it away. A good ball there by Huber. Probably the best throw he's had all night. Intended for Larson. So 3rd and 7. And again, you got to assume it's 4-down territory here from the Roncalli Cavalier 30-yard line. So you got 2 possessions on this. Get half of it back. You don't need to try to go for it all. Huber in the shotgun. Pass. They're going to try to go to the outside. Pass intended for Larson. Larson felt he was held on the play. Refs disagreed, so 4th and 6 or 7. And you might look back on this. Okay, you've been running the ball, doing a nice job there. You had it 2nd and about 6 or 7, and you pass it twice. And now you got to assume a passing down here. 8:29 remaining in this one, 20-19. The Cyclones lead. They run the play in, and they break the huddle. Big fourth down here. Ref's got his hand up. They got plenty of time. Huber takes the high snap, and it's kind of a jailbreak here and tackled. But there is a flag. So we'll see. Not exactly sure where that one came from. I can't imagine it was a hold because there was 5 Cavaliers in the backfield. But we will see. Sack in the backfield by Maddox May. He has had a huge second half, and it is a hold. Surprising because, yeah, 3 of them came through untouched, but the one guy that was touched must have been held. So you got to assume Aberdeen Roncalli will decline this. And they do. So Aberdeen Roncalli, with 8:22 remaining in this one, down 1 point, will now try to drive a little over 60 yards for the lead. Roncalli breaks the huddle. Isaacson in the shotgun. 2 wing backs, flex men, and a man to his left. They're going to fake it underneath. Isaacson nailed after a gain of 1. You can just tell both teams are wearing down a very, very physical game this evening. It's taken them longer and longer to get up. 20-19, just under 8 minutes remaining in this one. Clark Willow Lake, the 3-3 team coming into this one, have the 1 point advantage over the 5-1 Cavs. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Can hand it off right underneath, see what they can do. Breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle over the 45-yard line. A nice run there by Kretschmann. And he is the leading rusher on this team, and they've really quieted him down this evening. 3rd and 3. And thanks for joining us this evening. We're also live on gowatertown.net/area sports. Hand it off to May. That's their short down guy. He's going to be right at the sticks. I think they're going to give it to him. No, they're going to call it 4th down. So they're going to take an official's timeout to measure this. So we'll take 30 and be back on KS 93. Never mind, we'll keep it right here with just under 7 minutes remaining in this one. 20-19. They're going to give it to him, actually. So, yeah, the official measurement, ref thought it was short right away. Instead, they bring the chains out, and it's enough for a 1st down. So, again, you know Roncalli's got a kicker. They probably don't want to rely on that to finish the game. They'd much rather punch it in for 6, but they do have that in their back pocket as Roncalli is approaching midfield, 1st and 10. Isaacson in the shotgun. They're going to hand it off to May right underneath. And Clark Willow Lake has done a great job of packing that box and not allowing any Roncalli running backs to find creases, 2nd and 10. 20-19 with 6:30 remaining in this one. Again, shotgun here for Isaacson. Got a couple flex guys to the far side, running back to the right. A little rollout pass, pressure in the backfield. He's tackled. Sacked in the backfield. Number 54, Avery Nichols, with the sack. That is a loss of 12 yards, bringing up 3rd and 19. 3rd and 19. With just under 6 minutes remaining in this one, a huge play by number 54, Avery Nichols, the senior defensive lineman. And you're starting to hear some crowd noise in the background. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the far, 1 to the near. Nichols in the shotgun. going to take the chest high snap, roll out right. He's got pressure. He's going to throw it long. Short. Pass intended for number 1, Matthew Martinez. That is broken up by Cole Brennan. Incomplete. So you got to assume a punt coming here. That sack was a huge play for this Cyclone defense. So special teams have been a huge part in this second half. We'll see if Mitchell Larson and this Cyclone secondary unit or special teams unit can change the tide here. Nichols takes a nice snap. He's got time, end over end kick. A nice bouncer, and they're just going to let it go. Going to end up bouncing in favor of Clark-Willow Lake, and they'll down it at the 30-yard line where Clark will start 1st and 10. So this is the game here. If Clark-Willow Lake can sustain a nice drive, that'll do it. They'll improve to 4 and 3. But there's still a lot of football to play in this one. 5:24 remaining. Clark-Willow Lake leads 20-19. 1st and 10 here from the 30-yard line of Clark-Willow Lake. Brennan hands it off. Well, excuse me. Huber hands it off underneath to Cole Brennan on their little jet sweep. Gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Five minutes remaining in this one, 20-19. Clark-Willow Lake leads. Huber breaks the huddle, and they're not going to be in any rush here. They want to sustain a drive, but they're going to need a couple first downs. Huber in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Takes the snap underneath to Larson, finds a hole, cuts back. Good tackle there by Roncalli. Trying to get a number on that far side. Might be Maddox May. A gain of 2 yards, 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 here for Clark-Willow Lake. And I'll tell you what, Larson had a cutback lane, and it was closed very quickly by May on the backside. 4:10 remaining in this one. And Clark-Willow Lake, if they can get a first down here, they've got them exactly where they want them. Huber in the shotgun. They're going to fake it. They want to run outside. Cuts them up. They're not able to fill. Huber tackled a little short, it looks like, right at the 41. And he had it, and he just got tripped up there by the cornerback. Number 2, that's Roll, who's played a huge role on this team. And it's decision time now. They're going to blow it dead, and I think they want a measurement. So we'll take 30 and be back on KS93.
Are you building or remodeling? Give O'Neill's Drywall Incorporated a call at 605-881-2186 to schedule all your drywall needs. That's 605-881-2186. Terry and his crew will make sure the job is done above your expectations. Hanging, taping, texturing, painting. They can do it all. Check them out on Facebook at O'Neill's Drywall Inc. The O and the N are capitalized. Good luck to all the Clark-Willow Lake Cyclone athletes this season.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week. A huge play here on the 39-yard line. Clark-Willow Lake's going to go for it. In the I formation, the second time under center is Huber. And this is it. I mean, I don't want to say this is it, but a huge play here. They're packing the line. Huber is going to dive forward for a first down. And I tell you what, after initial contact, they had Huber for no gain, but second effort and some of the work by up front, they dive forward for a first down. Huge play. And a very gutsy call there by the coach, Gary. But you're the underdog here. Play to win, don't play to lose. Or excuse me, don't play not to lose. 3:30 and counting. And now the clock becomes a factor for Aberdeen Roncalli. Shotgun formation. We've seen this all night. Huber just going to he's going to fake it. Try to get to the outside, breaks one tackle, and here comes a flag. And you know it's going to be a hold. And I'll tell you what then, you know what that means. They're probably not going to put it in the air. Just try to waste this time. But really, really struggle here. We'll see. I can't make a jump. It could be a face mask. Roncalli's had a few of those. But it's a block in the back. So they'll march it back. 3:14 remaining in this one, 20-19. Clark Willow Lake will now have it first and 16 from the 35-yard line of the Cyclones. But the one thing it does do is it starts that clock back up. So that's an extra play to run off time for the Cyclones. So it could really help them or really hurt them. We'll see. Shotgun formation for Huber and the Cyclones. They've got time here. Take their time. Wait for them to start counting, which is exactly what Huber's going to do. Man in motion's Brennan. Hand it off right underneath. They're going to race to the outside. Turns it upside. Across the 40 to about the 45-yard line. So they're going to gain all that back. And Aberdeen Roncalli wants to stop the clock with 2:41 remaining. And this is going to be it then. If Clark Willow Lake can get another first down, they'll probably be able to run the clock out and win this one. Got a big couple plays coming up. We'll take 30 and be back on KS 93.
Clark Community Oil wants to help you this harvest season with premium Cenex fuels and lubricants delivered to your farm. Give them a call at 532-3691. Your friends at Community Oil in Clark want to be your go-to stop all year long. Be sure to talk to them about soil testing and fall fertilizer when the crops come off the field. Most importantly, be safe and have a great harvest season. Clark Community Oil and Big C Travel Plaza, both located on East 212 Clark.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on KS93. Mitch Reed on the call. Nick Bentine back in master control. A 2nd and 7. They got 7 yards to go here to improve to 4-3 on the season. 20-19 our score. Clark Willow Lake leads. And they are at the 45-yard line, their own. Got a man in motion, that's Brennan. Fake it underneath, goes to Larson. He's got a hole here. They're going to try to rip it out. And he's tackled for a gain of 4 yards. 3rd and 2, and it'll be interesting to see if they do that again because Aberdeen Roncalli does not have any timeouts. You know, before, when they went for it on 4th and short, they had all their timeouts left, and yeah, we'll see. 2:15 and counting remaining. Aberdeen Roncalli not taking the timeout here. As Huber and this offensive unit run to the line. Shotgun formation here. Huber's waiting for him to start counting. Very smart, headsy play. He's got his hands up, man in motion. They're going to give it to Brendan on the outside. They got a lead blocker. Great work out there by Isaacson. No gain on the play, and Aberdeen Roncalli is going to take a timeout now. We'll be back in 30 on KS93.
212 Truck and Trailer Repair in Clark is available for DOT inspections. They're located right on Highway 212 in Clark. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The trained, experienced, and expert technicians at 212 Truck and Trailer can work on any make or model of truck. For your convenience, they have a large inventory of truck parts on hand, and they sell and service roll tarps. They're a Lucas Oil distributor. Let 212 Truck and Trailer Repair keep your rig rolling. Call 532-7100.
So 4th and 2 here for Clark Willow Lake, up by 1 point, 20-19, with 1:48 remaining. They did go for it on 4th and 1 earlier in this drive, deep in their own territory, but I got to assume they're going to punt it here. Who knows? We'll see. It looks as though they are going to punt it, yes. Larson back, and I'm sure some of the crowd's kind of curious on why, but I agree with it. Their defense has been pretty good, only giving up 3 scores all game to a pretty potent Roncalli offense. Good snap here. and an end-over-end punt's going to go straight sideways. And again, not a very good punt here. You would have liked a lot better. They didn't want to give a return up. But with that, Aberdeen Roncalli is going to start 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. So I'm telling you, probably only a punt. They've had 2 or 3 punts like this where they only punted about 10 yards. And I know they're trying to go to the corner, but they've really struggled with that. Garrettson Howard, 35-35 with 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. A huge game there in 9AA. Isaacson in the shotgun. Got a man in motion. That's May. He's going to follow, get a lead block. Gets it out to number 14. Haven't said his name a lot. That is Andrew Brennan. And the clock's going to keep going. A gain of 15 yards. 1st and 10. With 1:36 remaining. Again, thanks for joining us this evening on KS93's Game of the Week. 20-19 our score. Clark Willow Lake leads, but Aberdeen Roncalli is driving. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Isaacson in the shotgun. Got a man to motion. Okay, that's May. He's going to roll out left. He's got a man. He's going to try to go up top. Intended for a roll. Pass falls. Trey Huber had probably the best shot at it. But it falls, and Roncalli's pretty lucky. Again, they don't have a lot of timeouts, so Roncalli trying to just put this one in the air, but a lot of gaps there. They do still have some time, especially if they want to run to the outside, get it out of bounds. A lot of cushion here from the secondary of the Cyclones. Isaacson in the shotgun. They're going to fake it to the outside. He wants to run. He's got pressure from the backside. Pass intended for Martinez. Good defense there by Larson. Hits him right when the ball gets there. Good defense. 3rd and 10. Florence Henry improves to 7-1 on the season. They win 34-20 over Elkton Lake Benton. A great game down there in Elkton. Really close, and then Florence Henry scored 3 unanswered touchdowns. 34-20. 1:15 remaining in this one. Clark Willow Lake leads by 1. 3rd and 10. Isaacson takes a 5-step drop. He's got some hook play there to 2, and he's forced out of bounds. Gets it right at the sticks. A nice hook there for Rolfe. A great catch for Roll. And they are going to give him a 1st down there. Good pitch and catch of 11. Isaacson to Roll. With 1:10 remaining, 20-19. And again, that goes out of bounds. I don't know if Roncalli's got 1 left or none. But stopping that clock is huge. 20-19, 1:10 remaining. Isaacson in the shotgun. He's got a wide receiver to the right. He's going to sprint out left. He's going to go. He's got some room. He's going to cut back, goes to the middle of the field, breaks a tackle, and he's wrapped up there after a gain of 15 yards. And they blow it dead to move the chains, but once the chains are set, that clock will go. So they're looking at it 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line with 59 seconds remaining in this one. They're going to blow it dead and a timeout. Clark Willow Lake. So they wanted to kind of get them to catch their breath. It is going to stop the clock for Roncalli, but Coach Gary felt it was important to talk to his crew. So we're going to take 30 and be back on KS93.
It's good to be in Dakota Territory. We've invested in the community regions we serve. We're proud to be in dozens of hometowns across the Dakotas. Our brand of service has been around since 1888. Today, Dakota Bank is over $1 billion strong. To experience the Dakota Bank brand, Stop in or visit dakotabank.com. As an equal housing lender member FDIC, we offer personal free checking to corporate lending. Dakota Bank, here for you.
.59 seconds remaining in this one, 20-19. And we said at about halftime, this might come down to whoever has the ball last, and it's looking just like that. Roncalli's got it 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Isaacson in the shotgun. Two wing backs to the right. Isaacson's going to hand it right underneath to May. And no gain on the play as time continues to talk. And it's surprising that they just went right up the middle. I don't mind a run play, but not really giving yourself an option to go out of bounds, throw it out of bounds. 40 seconds and counting remaining here. 20-19, the Cyclones lead by 1. Isaacson in the shotgun, gonna fake it, wanna go right up the middle, and another run play. Gets it to the 11. So gain, yeah, I'm not sure on this play call. 20 seconds and counting, they're gonna huddle it up. Breaks the snap here, they're gonna have to go. 14, 13, and they're just gonna down it. Holy smokes, I don't know about that. So now it's 4th and 8 as Roncalli clocked it simply because they didn't have the play they wanted to, and now you're looking at 4th and 10. So 2 run plays with 40 seconds remaining right up the middle. Clark does a great job of bottling them up, but they've went clear across the field. Well, we'll see how it pans out for them. We'll take 30 seconds and be back on KS93.
Darren Mertens here to let you know Ford has a vehicle for whatever you throw at it. The Ford lineup of pickups, from the Ranger to the tough F-Series, tackle work and fun. Not ready to sit at the sidelines are the Ford SUVs and crossovers, including the new Bronco, the Edge, the Escape, and the Expedition. Then there's the high-performing Mustang. Even the best vehicles need quality service department, and Ryan and his staff offer just that. Millbank Ford, West Highway 12 in Millbank, and millbankford.com.
Welcome back to KS93's Game of the Week, and this looks like the final play here with 8 seconds to go. 20-19, Roncalli leads. Oh, and that's what they were going to do. They wanted to kick it. That's exactly what they wanted to do. So it seems like an okay idea. Forgot they had a kicker. Isaacson set to kick it. Good snap, good hold. We'll see if it goes. And they missed. They missed, and Clark Willow Lake is going to win this one. Wide left. Good snap, good hold. Isaacson pulls it left, and Clark Willow Lake will win this one. 20-19. Snap looked okay. Hold looks pretty good. Isaacson just missed it a little bit. And Roncalli will go to 5 and 2. 3 seconds left, so they're going to have to kneel this one. But Clark will go to 4 and 3. They'll improve 2 on the year. Aberdeen Roncalli drops to 5 and 2, and that's going to be a tough one to swallow. Huber under center, and there you have it. As the clock strikes 0, Clark Willow Lake wins this one 20-19 over the 5-1 Aberdeen Roncalli Cavaliers. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and be back on KS93.
This is Julie Nealon with Glass Products. We are proud members of the Watertown Area Home Builders Association and the Watertown Area Chamber of Commerce. Tony and his crew at Glass Products can help with all your glass needs, commercial, residential, and auto. But we also do screen repair, enclosed porches, and so much more. Visit Glass Products at the intersection of Arrow Avenue and Highway 81 or call 605-882-2344.
Custom Fabricators Incorporated in Watertown promises to continue to keep their tradition of quality parts and great customer service, which you've come to depend on for over 30 years. They are continuing expanding to better serve their customers. Custom Fabricators is actively involved in community events, promoting and supporting Watertown and the surrounding areas. Custom Fabricators Incorporated of Watertown, the leader for all of your fabrication solutions.
At this moment, as many as 1 in 10 vehicles on the roads needs tires. At Sharp Automotive, tires are central to the services offered to maintain your vehicle in peak running conditions. Sharps offers most major brands of tires with prices to fit every budget. If you want the air in your tires checked and are wondering about the tread depth on your tires, just pull up to the front service doors and drive in. Sharp's trained personnel will do a quick check of your tires and make sure they are properly inflated, all at no cost to you. And whether you plan to keep your car for another 6 months or 6 years, Sharps has the tires that will make the most sense for you and your vehicle. Sharps, the tire dealer you can count on.
You shop around for cars, homes, everything that is important to you, but few have the lasting impact that your children's education does. I'm John Meyer, Superintendent of the Waverly South Shore School, inviting you to shop us. Explore our highly successful academic offerings and our sports and fine arts programs that foster lifelong talents and friendships. Our state-of-the-art school building is proof of our dedication to excellence in education. Waverly South Shore Schools, like a private school education at a public school price.
Welcome back to Clark, South Dakota on KS93's Game of the Week, and it was a great game. Thanks for joining us tonight. 20-19, Clark Willow Lake prevails, and they improve on 4-3 on this season. Aberdeen Roncalli falls to 5-2. And it was a game of special teams. Aberdeen Roncalli went 1 for 3 on PATs and missed a kind of an extra point at the end of the game there to try to win this one. Clark Willow Lake goes 2 for 3 on PATs. So the kicking game and the games when they come down to this, especially in the playoffs, special teams plays a huge role, and we saw it here this evening. So we'll go down the scoring. Thanks for joining us on the Taco John's postgame show. Kind of talk about kind of the setup and where things are right now as far as playoff picture goes. Award a Taco John's player of the game, and we'll say so long. In the first half, Huber, 3-yard touchdown. They get 6-0, PAT no good. Isaacson from Roncalli to roll. 34-yard touchdown, pitch and catch, PAT no good. At the end of one, 6-6. With a minute 40 going to go, 34 yards. Huber to Larson, PAT good, 13-6. 18 seconds later, Roncalli, 65-yard touchdown pass. Isaacson to roll, PAT good. We go into halftime, 13-13. Aberdeen Roncalli takes the lead. 12-yard touchdown. That was touchdown run. Maddox May, PAT no good, 19-13, and it looked like that PAT, well, it was. The PAT no good ended up costing Roncalli the game this evening. And with 10:28 remaining, a 1-yard touchdown plunge from Huber, the quarterback. PAT was good. Our final score, 22-19. A fun one this evening nonetheless. Thanks for joining us. So, with that being said, we are going to bring you the last regular season ball game as Clark Willow Lake will try to look to improve to 5-3 on the season against a very good 4-3 dual Cardinal team. I'm going to try to pull up some playoff stuff here. Standings in 11B, and of course this has not been updated yet this evening. Roncalli was third in 11B coming into this one. Clark Willow Lake was number 17, so they were the outside looking in. A huge win for them over a very good team. The power points are going to be good there, so we'll see how the rest of those teams fare this evening and see where they line up. But you got to assume that they probably have an opportunity to go to the playoffs looking at it right now. Hitchcock-Tulare defeats Great Plains Lutheran by 25. Britton Hecla defeats Waverly South Shore 62-7. Coleman Egan 52, Esteline Hendricks 20. Avon leads Centerville 70-42. That's an absolute shootout. Harriet Selby looks like they're going to stay unbeaten 48-20. In 9A, Warner has no problem with Northwestern, 44-0. Harriet Selby over Potter County, 48-20. Hamlin wins a barn burner with Oldham Ramona Rutland. That's 28-20 in 9AA. Looking at week 8 here. Howard defeats Garrettson. Garrettson was up that whole time, so a big win there for the Tigers of Howard. Ipswich is up on Leola Frederick. Bonholm defeats Viborg Hurley. Hanson wins a close one with Canastota Freeman, 32-24. Gregory defeats Platte Geddes, 28-8. Lyman all over Phillip, 50-0. Arlington Lake Preston, I've only got that to the half, 30-6. And again, Florence Henry defeats Elkton Lake Benton, 34-20. Pierre on top of Watertown, 52-42. There's 5 minutes left there, and Pierre's got the ball. So without any setbacks there, Pierre should improve their record on the season this evening. That one's happening in Pierre as we speak on 950 KW. So both these teams got big weeks next week. Again, we will have Clark Willow Lake. They will be playing in Willow Lake that evening, and we'll have that live. Taco John's player of the game, I think, goes to Mr. Larson, Mitchell Larson, the junior wide receiver. Did a really nice job running the ball, defensively played well. The team played their heart out. I really liked how they played up front, and very impressed with the program in general to be able to transition from 9-man to 11-man and be able to beat some very good programs as a feather in the cap for this Cyclone squad. So again, thanks for joining us this evening on KS93. For Nick Bentine back in Master Control, doing a great job as always. My name's Mitch Reed. Join us live next week at 6:30 in Willow Lake. The Dual Cardinals, 4-3, take on the 4-3 Clark Willow Lake Cyclones. It's been a pleasure bringing you high school athletics. We'll see you next week on KS93.
You've been listening to coverage of high school football on Watertown Radio Sports and online at GoWatertown.net.
Frank Hansen breaks the tackle to the 30, to the 35, at the